All right. What it okay, voice crack. Voice crack. How's it going, everybody? HisRoyalFatness here. Welcome back to the channel after fluffing my introduction. That's going to be great to watch back on the replay later. How's it going? We're going to be playing the Obj.140 and the T-62A today. More specifically, I will be comparing these 2210 Tech Tree Soviet medium tanks, which were extensively changed in Update 9.1, just to see which one works better. They're very different tanks now compared to how they were back in the day. I'm going to try and break that down, break down the gameplay, how I think you should be playing these vehicles, and hopefully provide you guys some good quality information. So how's it going? Welcome to everybody in the chat. We have Ominous, Ragnar, Camu, Vladislav, Benny. Hello. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. It's great to see you. Please smash that like button. It is seriously appreciated. Hello, Href. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so this is a fun one. I've played both of these tanks somewhat extensively since the update dropped, about 30 in the 140, 20 in the T-62A, and I performed pretty well in both. But there are some serious differences here. Now, firstly, I would like you guys to say in chat which tank you would like me to start the stream off with today. 140, 62A. I'm going to try and play about 15 games in each at least, and we'll do it in like sets of 5, hopefully. 5 140, 5 62A, back and forth. That way we can get a nice kind of balance between the two vehicles. So let me know in the chat. Thank you very much. Don't forget your British for a second for some reason. Yes, I don't quite have the accent to be a British man. Fanus got this camo on every tank in T-Rex, I guess. Yes. Big flex. Big time flex. Alrighty. 140. Okay, we see some people. Chad, 140. Okay. 140. Oh, we got some 62As in here, but mostly 140. Alright, y'all want to see the 140 first. Okay, so before we delve into the 140 gameplay, let's quickly discuss what happened to this vehicle. Now, I'm going to try and remain as unbiased as possible during this review, because unfortunately, the old 140 was one of my most favorite tier 10 medium tanks because of just how it felt when you played it. And the new 140, while very good, feels nothing like the old 140. Absolutely, completely different tank. And essentially that's because the 140 lost 90%, I would say, of its effective armor. Didn't have a ton in the first place, but it had enough back in the day. Now it has almost nothing. You are light tank armor profile. That means brawling, haul down gameplay. That's kind of out of the picture for this tank. But what you do gain,
2 hearts.
Stars, thank you so much for the donation. But what you gain is incredibly good view range. Actually, it's 313 meters view range. That's very good for a medium tank, especially of the Soviet Tech Tree. You also gain a 60 km/h top speed with improved horsepower, so it's very nimble and better camouflage than before. What this tank has become is a very pseudo light tank slash medium tank. It really isn't a true light, nor is it really a true medium nowadays. It's somewhere in the middle. Now, my issues with this tank is back in the day, the 6 degrees of gun depression wasn't so bad because you actually had some turret armor that was effective brawling against other meds, brawling, peaking for a millisecond, something like that. You can't do that anymore, so sometimes the 6 degrees of gun depression feels more painful. What the 140 really is all about now is light tank-esque gameplay. So that's where we're going to jump into it right now. I'm going to try and provide you guys some good light tank-esque style Obj.140 gameplay. It can be very good. Luckily, the Obj.140's gun was not changed, which means you still have the incredibly good accuracy and damage per minute that the 140 has always had, which is cool. So for this first battle, we are going to be on Castilla, and enemy team, they have 140, 120B, T92, Progetto. They have a lot of medium and light tanks. They also have a couple of heavies. I could go hill. That's a possibility. But what I found myself doing a little bit more often in the Obj.140 recently is playing it in a manner where players maybe don't fully expect you to in a way that players don't really fully expect. Now, usually I would go hill, but if you're going hill, you're kind of committing yourself to pretty much a haul down engagement. The 140 doesn't have the armor or gun depression anymore to really deal with that. So I'd rather be a little more flexible and be able to decide where I want to go on the map. Now, we're going to start this game out with me just spotting up heavy side. I'm not going to commit here. I just want to get a feeling for, hey, you know, where's their team headed? Okay, so the IS-7 gets here right about the same time as me. We can see the TI-2 back there as well. We're going to pull back right down this hill to make sure we are tank destroyer safe. And now we know, okay, the IS-7 probably accompanied by a 60 TP is here. Camo should be resetting right about now, so let's just pull out of this location. Enemy team seem to have a pretty heavy force over on that side of the map, so I guess I'll go back and support my allies. I was hoping maybe if their heavy tanks had not gone towards this side of the map, I could have, you know, played a bizarre flank, but I don't think that's going to work out, especially judging by how this game is progressing. You see my meds are really down low. They don't want to take the hill, and we need to have that kind of hill control. Unfortunately, that also means I'm going to have to play my Obj.140 a little bit more aggressively than I'd want to, because Castilla is, while it is a big map, okay, I was not expecting that. And there you can see the Progetto 65 does pen me there. We're going to put a couple shots into him. Looks like the enemy medium tanks got a little bit over aggressive here. This is a good opportunity to really utilize the DPM. Let's put another shell into his tracks there, keep it in place. I'm going to assume this Progetto is just going to pen my turret, and you can see he has absolutely no problem penning me straight through the flat front of the turret. And that's where the old 140 would have honestly been much better. That Progetto probably would not have penned me there in that location, but you have to just accept that. To gain that mobility, you are also definitely losing a lot of that armor. So let's put another shell with their 140, who just gets annihilated by a 183. So luckily, the enemy team overextended there. That leaves me free to retake the hill. We have also killed their 60 TP. This game's looking like it's going to be over very, very quickly here. Let's see if we can put some shots towards this T30 once he's ready to back up. I shouldn't get spotted by anyone just yet, so let's put one shell towards him. Unfortunately, that shot does ricochet. We'll just aim in a second shell real quickly. There we go, 313. Very nice. He goes down. IS-7 is kind of isolated. TI-2 is starting to pressure this flank here. I don't think there's really a ton he can do about this. Play a quick shot to his turret and pull to this rock for cover. And if he does try and kill our Sheridan, I should be able to do something about it. So another shell to the TI-2. Very nice. It looks like this game is already over here, so I'm just going to YOLO on into their 121B, who is on reload for a couple more seconds. Let's put one more shell into him. We'll angle up our hull just a little bit here. But of course, we are getting penned right through the front. We'll pop the adrenaline and have the kill. So not a ton of damage for this first game, unfortunately. The DPM was very helpful. We got about 3,300. This is Castilla. Sometimes the games just aren't super optimal for farm. Surprisingly, their heavy tanks actually got bombed on that side. I guess maybe I could have farmed more on heavy side, but I think we made the right plays for the most part. So playing a little bit out of the ordinary, you know, kind of spotting up heavy side, trying to figure out where I can be most effective. Luckily, the result of that is because the enemy team thought they had this mega overmatch on med side, they kind of got way too aggressive, and I was able to pop back their spawn and farm out the Progetto. Good job to our 60 TP. He pulled 4,700 damage there. Nice work to him. And so, first game in the 140. We did use the mobility. Wasn't really able to use the view range or the camo to much effect that game, but being able to go from C-cap all the way over to the medium hill very efficiently there was nice. You know, it does allow you to relocate quite quickly. Also, Bay, thank you so much for becoming a member. And Bay, thank you as well very much for the donation. It is appreciated. So let's jump into a second game here. It is Rockfield, and the enemy team, they have a Sheridan, they have a Leopard E50M, a lot of very decent medium light tanks that I don't necessarily want to try to either out DPM or brawl frontally. As I am running Rammer on the 140, it's not going to be super effective against E50Ms and stuff like that. So we're going to spot at the mid. This is usually a play making my light tanks, but I think we'll try it out in the 140 here. We are not yet spotted, and would you look at that, the 100's actually backing up. So looks like he doesn't have support over here. Now, unfortunately, that shot doesn't pen. Not really sure how, but likewise, the 100 with its poor view range was unable to spot me. So very cool. Enemy Sheridan being very, very, very aggressive. We're going to wait for him to pull back and hopefully take advantage of the opportunity. Maybe put a shell into him once he pulls over this ridge here. Boom, 248. Now, I'm not overextending here in case they have tank destroyers along that back ridge there. Judging by the fact that that E100 started backing up in a straight line. Okay, the 183 can shoot me. I'm just going to wait for my camo to fully reset. Look at that view range. I was able to spot that 183 from all the way across the map with absolutely no problem. And it looks like the Sheridan E50M have pretty much just YOLO'd to their death.
Coming in to visit to see how everyone is doing. Smile.
How's it going, Mr. Sheridan? Please don't shoot me. That would be really annoying. Let's just ram kill him. Nice. We actually get the ricochet from the Sheridan, which is good. Fun. Thank you so much for the donation. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking. And so I was right to assume that the enemy team were not, in fact, on this side of the map. So I'm going to go back to our spawn. I think if we can get some spots up on their K91, E100, maybe their Leopard will be back here. We can start dealing with these dudes pretty quickly. My team should have some crossfire. Looks like the 30 Protoss coming back with, which is good news. That means I won't, hopefully, be isolated on this flank if the enemy team decides to just full send YOLO me. There's the Leopard 1. He's kind of sitting down in the Narnia-verse. And I'm sure the 183 is kind of covering this E100 here. Now, I want to be super aggressive, but just knowing the 140's armor profile right now, I don't know if I really want to commit to this just yet. Let's see, if we get shots on this 183, we actually might be able to be somewhat effective here. K91 probably spotted me up right about now. Let's put a quick shot to the 183. Very cool. 183 should definitely not be able to spot me. I take it back. He sure does. Okay, let's put a quick shell into this E100 to pull back. Now we do manage to bait this E100 into the open to put a shell into his drive wheel here. K91 looks like he's very much distracted. So you know what? We'll just 1v1 the E100. We'll 1v1 him to the best of our ability here, but we're not going to overcommit because there is still a Waffenträger and, you know, that E100 there, K91 there. That was a really poor shot by me. Let's pull away from Mr. E100. Unfortunately, he puts a shell into me. I thought he was a little distracted there, so that was definitely a misplay on my part. Put another shell into the K91, and I think we just pull down and kill this Leopard 1. So we're just going to use our mobility to yeet around the map at full speed, pick up a quick kill on this dude, and then start pulling up below them. This tank is extremely nimble. That is true. Now, we can take 2 shots from the C100. Well, we can take 1, and then we'll die if we take a second. I think in terms of just trying to farm up damage, this is, of course, another big-time sweep game. We'll just YOLO in here and see if we can farm anything. U100, of course, is going to pen that. I wasn't really expecting the ricochet anything, so put another shot into his rear. And not the best damage game either, about 2,700. I find myself not averaging as much in the 140 nowadays as I did back in the day, because back in the day I felt confident in the tank going hull down and being able to kind of brawl those vehicles, but right now it's kind of a bit more hit or miss, I would say. It can be really, really good on an open map, and if the game had kind of taken some time, really give you time to position your tank properly to farm damage out. But if it's kind of a 7-0 sweep and you can't really push super aggressively the heavies, at least not without potentially throwing away your tank, it can be a little hit or miss. So this is probably one of my least favorite, well, it is my least favorite map in the game, but we'll see if we can make this work. Now, the enemy team have a 121B, a 422. They also have a Vickers Light. They also have an IS-4, IS-7, 113. Now, my team have a decent amount of meds, but once again, I think what I'm going to try doing here is making the slightly unexpected play in the 140. The good news is, even though this is dead rail, I can spot up the mid. They don't have any tank destroyers. So we can really quickly get some key information from our allies about which direction the enemy team is likely headed. So let's see. We have an E75 already spotted up. Let's put up the quick shot into him. Very nice. The IS-4 is also back there. I think we are currently hauled. Let's put another shell towards the E75. There's that beautiful Obj.140 gun working quite charmingly there. Let's put another shell into their IS-4 as well. So far, we've already got a decent amount of early damage on these dudes just by going heavy side. And, you know, the best part about all of this is they don't have any tank destroyers, so I don't have to worry too much about TDs right now. Now, the question is, should I stay committed on this side? Probably not. I think probably the ideal play here is we'll just leave this side for our heavy tanks to hold, and I'm going to try and support my E50M TI2, clear out their triple mediums and light tanks up top. I think that might be the best play, especially as they are starting to bleed out pretty quickly here. At least the enemy team is. So clearing this flank will not be all that difficult. So I'm going to get ready to position myself in an area where I can start pressuring this 121B when he starts backing up, or okay, he's not going to back up. He's just going to accept his fate. So we'll quickly just pull it on in. Come here, Mr. 121B. Your time to die is come. And then we'll just pull right on past these dudes and start farming out tanks like this Vickers here. So let's put a quick shot into the Vickers. He does bend the top of my tank, but he has absolutely nowhere to run without dying, essentially, here. So let's put another shell into him. Let's make sure the 121's not, I mean, the 422's not pushing on me. He currently isn't. E75, I don't know if he came back or if he's just kind of distracted. Let's put a quick shell into him there. Gotta love how well the Obj.140's gun works. So we'll just aim another shell into this 422. Hitting his track, spinning him out in the open. He gets taken down. This game is already over for the enemy team. So at this point, my best bet is to just YOLO in for damage here. So let's go for the IS-4. He is the one that is currently 1v1ing our 260, who seems like he needs some assistance. So let me provide you some assistance, good sir. The IS-7 is already dead, essentially. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be this game. So we were able to use our mobility to get some early spotting off onto their heavies. We're able to get some nice early farm on their heavies, but in the end, it's another 7-0 or 7-1. Our VK will probably go down here. Pretty much a 7-0 sweep game. Might still be 7-0. Let's see. If we can get one more shot into this 113, that won't be so bad. So let's, yeet. Oh, that one would have hit him. Let's see. Do we have send control mode on? It is off. Okay, let me try Papa Sangatron mode on. Hopefully the games will get a little bit longer. I'm fucking having a lot of sweeps here. Still, 3,500 damage dealt. Not shabby. Now, looking back on this game, if I had just stayed heavy side, I would have been able to farm so much damage. But I thought, I kind of thought that what was going to happen there was our 2 isolated meds are going to get pressured by the enemy's triple meds, and we were going to lose that flank, and then maybe our heavies wouldn't push their heavies, and it would just become like a stalemate on the heavy side, and then we'd lose the flank. So I was like, okay, I should rotate back and help them. But it turns out that the enemy team was just pretty bad performing on both flanks there. All right, Fatness, how can I effectively use the T-62 6 degrees of gun depression? You just have to really be familiar with map positioning and where you can best position your tank to deal with gun depression. So, enemy team of 140 62A Vigorous Light, T-54. They also have a Motion, a Kampfpanzer, and a 183. So let's think about where we want to position ourselves. I think what I'm going to do here for the very start is, instead of full committing to the med corner, which is a perfectly fine position, but once again, it's a spot where you kind of need a little bit of armor. I'm going to see if I can spot up the mid right off the bat, or get onto this inside of the bridge here. Let me see, we do find a Vickers Light, which is quite interesting, and he is not committing to this right-hand side, but there are quite a few other tanks coming this way. Now, my allies are also not coming this way, so let's see. Their Object 140 has been quite aggressive. Let's put a quick shell. You can see that armor profile on the 140. I could pen AP straight through the front of his turret, even though that was a really steep angle. Can't quite hit the 62A there. I'm a bit worried about what's behind me, so I'm kind of just trying to keep an eye out on that. You see the enemy's 183 is thinking about shooting me. He does fluff that shot, however, and it looks like this Vickers Light is being a little bit overly aggressive here. Now, I think what we're going to do first is we're going to focus the 62A. Okay, never mind, not necessary. Or we'll focus the Vickers Light here when he starts backing up. 1 HE into him. That's 411. Very nice. 62A is pulling forward to start shooting at me. Let's put another shell into his lower plate. Good stuff. Looks like the 183 is about to go down, so we'll put another shell into this Vickers here. And we'll get ready to start killing this FE-25B-183 and his companion in the Motion. So Motion's giving me a free shot. Let's take that one real quickly. I think I'm going to stay back for just a second here. I don't want the 183 to nuke me if I low roll him, which is always a possibility. And I don't have to worry too much about him because I'm sure he's going to get killed by my allies in a moment here. Very nice. Now I can just YOLO in onto this Motion here, with hopefully avoiding the Kampfpanzer shell. There we go. So he played that pretty well. Our 50B did get nuked, but this Motion is now in the open in a crossfire. This is definitely a prime example of where this mobility is coming in very handy for the Object 140. Let's pick up a kill on this dude. Good stuff. Looks like our 50B might get counter pressured here by the T-54. So I'm gonna go back and support him. Oh my goodness, Benny with the $100 donation. Thank you very, very much, Benny. It is appreciated. Thank you very, very much for the support. All right, so 54 is in the open. Let's put a quick shell into him. Only 2 medium tanks currently spotted, and of course, we are going to outspot this 54. But Benny, thank you very, very much for the donation. Really, really do appreciate it. Alrighty, so the Object 140 came back to support the 54. They are currently kind of crossfiring at my allies here. I'm gonna wait to see if this 54 overextends even slightly. Let's put a 325 heat shell through the front of his turret. Good stuff. Let's just sit back for a second. I'm gonna wait to see if these dudes overextend onto me, or if our Yo starts counter pressuring through the mid. If our Yo goes through the mid, then we can take care of this flank very, very easily here. Here's the 140, puts a quick shell into me. 50B should hopefully be able to provide me some support in this 1v1 here if he decides to keep pressuring forward. Alrighty, 54 is here as well. I have ally support from behind, so all I have to do is just bait these dudes around the corner, pop another shell into him. If they get any more aggressive on me, it's gonna be the demise of them. You can see the 140 gets brought to a one-shot, being a little over-aggressive there. Let's put another shell into this 54. Back up here. Looks like our Yo has 1 shell remaining. If we can use it to kill one of their tanks, that'll be very ideal for me. Let's put another shell on the 54. And I do have the 54 in terms of reload. Now, we can see the Kampfpanzer is getting ready to pull forward and start shooting at me, so I'm not going to overextend here. Let's wait for him to shoot at our M103, hopefully. There we go. He has fired at our M103. Let's aim for a shell into his hull. Very nice. And at this point, this game is over. I'm just going to sit back here and farm because the Kampfpanzer kind of is in the open. And so that's 5,000 damage dealt already. So definitely not a half bad game. 5,000 damage, 3 kills. Good example of when the 140 actually has some very nice strengths. We were able to use that mobility very effectively throughout this game to, pop up in the mid, get some early shots, and then pop up through towards the enemy spawn and then be able to push through. Definitely the acceleration, maybe not so much top speed, but the improved acceleration was very nice there. So good 5,000 damage. Finally having a decent game in the 140 makes me feel good. Fatness, the 54 is raging at you in chat. Ah, Potato. Was he? Was he now? Maybe because he was getting bombed through the turret with my 300 heat pen. Amazing. Benny, once again, thank you so much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. All right. So, not a bad game. Here's what we're going to do. as we are essentially a light tank in the good old Obj.140, we're going to do light tank things. We're going to spot the outside of the hill, and we should have the acceleration to get there fast enough. We might even be able to find their 183, 268, any of their slower tanks crossing up the hill and nuke them right off the bat. So I'm going to take the slightly bizarre outward approach. That way, if they have mediums on the hill, they won't be able to spot me up just yet. Put a quick shell into their yo. Very nice. Spot the adrenaline. Seems like the 183 spot. Let's aim for a track shot, maybe. Not quite able to track him. We do unfortunately get spotted, so let's pull back before we get shot by him, as that would be a very unpleasant experience. And hopefully, if that 183 starts moving again, he'll get spotted up once more. Put another shell into the 183. Very good stuff. Always try, if you can, especially from this spawn, to try and go for that early spotting run. You'd be surprised how many quick shots you can get. And the 183... unfortunately, with its abysmal camouflage rating, wasn't even able to pull out of spawn before he just got bombed by everyone. So enemy's E6 is getting a little aggro here. Unfortunately, not able to nuke him, but it is okay. And
Obj.140 now is pseudo light tank.
140 now is pseudo light tank, in my opinion. I agree. Thank you very much, Literally Human, for the donation. It is appreciated. All right, let's go start giving this T95E6 hopefully a miserable time here. The Sheridan is just kind of sitting there waiting for me. Looks like he doesn't have any big brain plans at the moment. Let's put a quick shell towards the E6. Not quite able to hit him there, but the yo should provide me shots here momentarily. But never mind, the Sheridan is just going to chill there all game because very big brain. So what I'm going to do here is our Sheridan is going into the town here. Looks like the 183 is up top. We don't know. I'm not going to block him so he doesn't get shot here. Very good. There we go. The Sheridan does get nuked by our 57 heavy. We don't know where all of their tank destroyers are just yet. Now the enemy's Vickers is pushing across. It uses opportunity to shoot at him. Unfortunately, that shot ricochets because, well, low-key the Vickers has better armor on the turret than this tank. Okay, 268 is YOLOing. Enemy team, yeah. They're just YOLOing at this point. So put a quick shot towards this E6 and pull away from him. We're also going to try and avoid getting shot by the yo if at all possible. Yo fired at me once, but I think he's now reloading his magazine, so this should be a good farm for me. So let's put one quick shell, 2 shots into this yo. Here's where this DPM is going to come in very handy for me. Let's aim another one into his lower plate. Boom, 333. Yo should still be reloading for another like 5 seconds or so. Not quite able to hit that next one, but we are now able to pull back safely from him. And with the 4005 on my left, this T95 E6 is about to get the update 9.0 experience. So starting off with 1 shot, 2 shots. I'll put a quick shell into him inside. Very good. We'll pull away from their 4005 here. We should be able to pick up a quick kill on their E6, but he goes down. Very nice. Let's just go farm out their Sheridan before the game's over. This was a pretty fast game, unfortunately, for the enemy team. Now, the 4005 does shoot me once there. And not really sure where my shot went, but the Sheridan is being very big debate. We'll just keep rabbing him. Boom. Well, we got 3K-ish or so out. Not too bad for a sweep game on Middleburg. Not really like I can super effectively go haul down there, especially with all those tanks that are kind of chilling, but we were able to win because we got all of that early damage farm off, so I will take it. Venice, do you think the HD model for the E50M will make it weaker in regards to its armor? I'm not 100% sure. We will have to see once the update drops and I can actually get a good visual impression on the tank, or I guess on the test server, but I didn't really try the E50M or the test recently, so yeah, fans, talk about the E50M, please. Once the update goes live, we'll have to do a special stream and see how it works. All right. Hi, Fannis. Hey. SWAT. How's it going? All right, so I'm not a huge fan of this map, especially kind of going med side. I think what we're going to do right off the bat here, let's see. We will go med side because we are on the spawn that is more suited for holding A. I don't think I'm going to full commit just yet, though, until we figure out where their team is at. So we will go for kind of this early spotting position, which is very strong for something like the Obj.140. Enemy Sheridan getting super aggressive here, which is going to suit me very well. Let's put a quick shell to the Progetto. I don't want to overextend just in case they have a bunch of DDs or types back there. Sheridan's giving me another shot on him. Let's put that one in. Very nice indeed. Sheridan really can't do a whole lot here. Let's put another shell into him and pull back. Very good. Slightly baiting him to shoot me there. Pull another shell to the Sheridan. Hopefully the M60 can get dealt with. I mean, there's like 3 tanks on him, but the Progetto is getting really aggro. Hopefully I can always pull back and get safe, and that seems to be the case here. My allies have so many tanks in the corner, it should be nearly impossible for them to just not bomb this Sheridan or his homies in just a second. Let's put another shell to the Sheridan here, back up just a little bit. Sheridan is having a very unpleasant day, and this M60 is also not having a very pleasant day either. He's probably about to get just harassed by my entire team here. All right, so hopefully our Sheridan can kill their Sheridan, but he seems to have no desire to kill their Sheridan just yet. I'm going to try and avoid taking 550 to the face. Nice, he goes down, and the Projetta will be our next victim. Now, tank destroyer-wise, looks like one of the tank destroyers is headed in towards our spawn. Let's put a quick shot into this dude. Very cool. And now we're free to start pushing up on their Type 71. Now, the E4 and the Yag are both out of this fight. Means this type is actually pretty isolated here. So let's put a quick shot towards this turret. Unfortunately, not able to hit that one, but this type has really no support. So as long as we play this out properly, we should be good to kind of just YOLO this dude. Look at that type armor profile. That tank has so much armor. It's ridiculous. All right, tracking the type in the open. Let's pop that adrenaline, start putting some more shells into this dude before he dies. Another shell to the type here. Very clean indeed. Hopefully able to pick up a kill on him in just a moment. Not quite. A little bit of a low roll, but the game is already over. I mean, there's only 2 tanks left. Not much left to do here. So let's just YOLO in and farm damage and hopefully not die to the Yag or the E100, whom we should spot up very, very quickly here. All right, so here's Mr. Jaegeru. Looks like he might be pulling in towards us here. Looks like the 100's also providing him with a little bit of support. I'm sure the 100 spotted us as he appears to have done so, but as the Jaegeru is a little bit distracted here. Let's just pop in behind him. Pop one quick shell towards him. E100's probably going to pen that. I'm not too concerned about the 100 here. He's going to die very, very quickly. Let's pop another shell into the Yag as well. Looks like the enemy's E100's being pretty aggressive for me here. I have 850 hit points, so I don't have to worry too much about him killing me here, even if he does manage to pen another shot. Let's aim for a track shot. Right out of gun depression because, you know, that's just how life is. And it looks like this Yag is still going to just chill here. So I'll keep farming out the Yag. We're actually going to get good damage here. The mobility was okay, but it really didn't give me any kind of advantage in this engagement because I was just YOLOing into them. We should be able to, if we pen this last shot, deal 5k. Very nice. Not a bad game. We'll take it. Enemy team wasn't the best, and yeah, at least we were able to use the 140's decent DPM, and so DPM always pretty chillin' on the Obj.140. All right, so 5k, probably second class because this tank is really hard to ace now. Yep, I figured because everyone's playing the 140. Not too bad. Let's jump into the 62. I believe that was 5 games in the 140, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Or, yeah, 6 games to Object 140. Perfect. Okay, so T-62A. We'll jump into 5 games in the 62A now. So essentially, here's what happened to the 62A, as far as I'm aware. Dispersion, aim time got worse. So the gun handling is not quite best in tier 10 class anymore for the meds. However, it did gain a 5-kilometer top speed buff, which is cool, and a horsepower buff. So the 62A is really kind of replacing what the 140 used to be, just with a slightly less accurate gun. Now, I've played 20 games in the 62A, and while the gun isn't perfect, I am actually not overly disappointed. It still handles very well, all things considered, just not compared to how it used to handle. And the nice thing about the 62A is, yes, you have to aim in your shots a little bit more. Yes, your all-movement shots are probably not going to hit as reliably, but you do have a very solid turret. You have 7 degrees of gun depression. And now, with this improved mobility, the 55km/h top speed, the improved acceleration, you are able to get to locations so much faster than before, which is quite helpful. So, is Aftermath not working? Yeah, it's not working right now, so I just turned it off temporarily. And so, what we're going to do here is probably pull on up towards the med side. Now, I don't think I'm going to commit to the corner, because when you commit to the corner, it's really impossible to get out safely. And as they have a 113 and T95 E6, we really don't know what those players are going to do. And of course, the 62A doesn't quite have the view range or camo of a 140, but it is much more of a medium tank now compared to the 140. And I think overall, I think the changes to the 62A were actually very positive. Let's put a quick shell into the to the 62A and back up. Very good. Able to get some early damage into him. Looks like the T92 and 113 are on the outside. However, my allies are taking their sweet old time coming over to this side of the map, and it looks like the T95 E6 is also kind of dunking into encounter cap. A very bizarre play by that E6 indeed. We don't know 100% where that 113 is. Okay, there's the 113. Okay, so let's pull back from the 113. They have an MX-30 Proto and T92 in corner. Our 113's headed back to support us on this side. Let's pull forward, see if we can spot anyone up. There's their T92. Let's put a quick shell into him and pull back. Oh, that is just stupid unlucky. Look at this. Okay, well, maybe I should focus on my game first. He ricocheted off the bottom of my gun and penned the top of my hull. I was gonna say he shouldn't have had any kind of shots on my hull there. That was super just unlucky there. So putting a quick shot to this E4. Now, unfortunately, our 50 TP has gone down, and you know what? My allies are still being very, very passive here. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually pull back from this flank here. The 113's fired. The E4 is currently on reload for a little longer. I'm just gonna use the 62A's newfound mobility to just get out of here because currently my team's doing nothing. I mean, our Sheridan, our Motion, they're all just sitting there. 50 TP died already. And of course, our 113 and E5 are both sniping and spawn. Not a very good combo for the team. I really don't know how the T-92 spotted me up from there. That is very unfortunate that I took 500 because I was hoping to be able to clear him out for free, but that definitely won't be the case. And now our Motion is definitely getting YOLO'd here. So, enemy's 113 is currently in the open. Let's aim a shell into his lower plate. There we go. One quick shot into his lower plate there. Good stuff. Motion has gone down, but this 113 is going to be chilling for a second here. Let's put another shell into the 113. Very nice. 113 shouldn't be able to pen me here as I'm hold down. Put another shell towards him. It looks like the enemy 62A is content to just straight up YOLO on into me. So I'm going to assume he's going to do that. Now, if we play this out properly, we might be able to beat him here. So one quick shot into the 62A, tracking him, angling the hull up. Now, we do have him in terms of DPM because we popped our gun rammer, our adrenaline first long before this T-62A was able to push in. But, I mean, with a team like this, I don't know why they didn't help me on the med side, but they sure did not. And it was very unhelpful of my allies to just kind of sit back and do nothing. Let's put a quick shot into the 62A and back up from him. Now we're going to pull forward because we should be able to kill him here. Unfortunately, he does track me there, so we won't be able to sneak the kill into him. That's actually a bit unlucky, to be honest. And it looks like what's going to happen here is this one's just going to kill me. So team was about as atrocious as they can get on a map like this. We had 2 heavies sitting back in spawn doing nothing. We had our Sheridan and Motion to sit in the mid instead of going through A or something. And our E4 and 50 TP couldn't do much in that situation. Wasn't the 62A's fault. The only thing that was a bit unfortunate was that T92 hitting me. I did do 2,500, which I assume is going to be easily top for the team. And, well, yeah, definitely top for the team. But, yeah, I mean... Yeah, 42, or Motion, 44, 50 TP is actually decent, but you guys just had a few misplays, 48 E5. Yeah, so if our heavies played like heavy tanks, and by heavy tanks I mean actually pushed in on the enemy team instead of all sitting back, we probably would have won that engagement. But oh well. I will still take it. But you saw the 62A's gun, so... Yeah, it's not as accurate as it used to be, but I don't believe I missed like a single shot that battle. The gun worked very, very well there in terms of still being able to hit shots fairly reliably on the enemy team. And with the new mobility, it does allow you to flex around a lot more. I personally really like the 62A in this new form. I'll be honest, I was not a huge fan of the 62A beforehand because it had a 50 top speed and it was actually pretty sluggish. So it just felt like ridiculously slow, unfortunately. But now it's very nimble. It feels more like how the Obj.140 used to feel. And of course, you get the plus of the armor, gun depression. It's a very solid vehicle now, in my opinion. I know it's not going to be everyone's favorite because some people just loved how great the gun used to be in terms of accuracy, but I do happily accept this tank. Now, looking at this lineup, the enemy team... Yeah, okay. The enemy team have, if we just look, 113, a Sheridan, a Centurion 7 Mark 1, triple tank destroyers, and an M5 Yo. I highly doubt with this lineup, their team is going to be going full committing to heavy side. There's a very decent chance that they might even YOLO all their tanks in towards A. So I don't want to full commit to an A engagement if there's a decent chance that, like that 113, the enemy team straight up just want to YOLO that side. And, well, I think I just proved my point. The 113 is already going in towards the medium side. It looks like the tank destroyers are currently distracted. I think what I'm going to do here is actually pressure very aggressively into the enemy spawn and see if we can do something about their tank destroyers. So, unfortunately, the Sheridan does spot me up here. I'm not going to overextend. We don't know where that 183 and his Yag partner could be, but most of my team is up top here. Now, to win this battle, we're going to have to make sure we take some map control, because currently the enemy team is kind of holding all of the cards in terms of just having really strong positions and stuff like that. Here's the Jaeger, as anticipated. He is just kind of pre-aiming for me. Let's wait for him to start shooting or pulling forward a little bit farther. Looks like he is now over-aggressing through the mid here. This might be my opportunity to start shooting at him, but unfortunately, not quite yet. Let's put a quick shot towards this dude. Looks like the 183 currently doesn't have shots at me either. Yag's being very aggressive here. Unfortunately, not able to get the reload on him there. I think what I'm going to do is just continue pulling into safer positions and try and farm out the enemy team before it's too late. So here's the enemy's 183. Hopefully he doesn't hit that. That'd be very unfortunate if he did. The 183 is now spotted. The Jaeger is spotted. We have a good idea of where their tank destroyers are, which is good. The Jaeger is looking my way. Let's put a quick shot towards him and pull back. Very nice indeed. 183 is pulling forward here. Let's aim for maybe a track shot. Not quite, but we do hit a second shot on this 183 before it's too late. The Sheridan being quite aggressive in the mid. My allies are already down 2 kills, so they are doing an exceptional job of just throwing their tanks away for free here. It looks like the 183 is going to try and shoot at me. Let's put a quick shot into him and back up a little bit further. Very nice. Sheridan is now looking at me from behind. Let's angle up towards him. Can't quite ricochet that one, but oh well, there wasn't really too much I could do about that. 183 is still in the open. Let's put another shot into him. He is now a one-shot. Centurion is over here. Jaeger shouldn't have shots on me from now. Okay, so we're going to push into the right. We will have to take 1, maybe even 2 shots, but I had to get out of that crossfire temporarily. But in terms of in terms of positioning, my team just really didn't. Once again, a very, very poor job here. All right, let's see. We might be able to put a quick shell towards this yo. Let's pull back. Hashes me. Nothing I can do. Once again, heavies are... Oh man, these heavy tank players are just being abysmal over and over again on my teams here. 62A and 100 didn't push in. They just all sat back when they could have YOLO'd the heavies anywhere. Been a little more aggressive. But that's what happens in a game like this where the enemy team has these very mobile heavies. They're able to take control of the map. And obviously there really wasn't much for me to do there because the Sheridan was just allowed to sit there all game in mid. And he does get nuked by the 60 TP, but we'll wait for these dudes to die before going into the next match. I highly doubt it's going to take too long for these players to die as they are not performing super well right now. So let's see. He's probably going to miss the shot. Oh, he shot the scent. Okay, okay. I see how it is. Very good. Die. Die, 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 die. Okay, 60 TP. It's your turn. Be gone from this game so I can enter into a new match. 130 likes. Thank you very much, guys. It is sincerely appreciated. So, once again, these games, these losses are by no means the fault of the T-62A. If I was in the Obj.140, we would have the exact same result. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less damage. Really depends. The results would not change. I mean, once again, you know, allies just not doing really good. Really neglecting all kind of map control. And unfortunately, if they had pushed properly, like I said, right after that game started, and I pulled up to that middle position, I said, we're going to need to start pushing forward or back to respond to gain some of that map control. But I can't do that by myself in a 62A. I mean, as a medium tank, you can't do that, especially with the state of current heavy tanks. So I was really just hoping our heavy tanks would actually make a bit of a play to start taking some of that map control back. But, well, they all just kind of sat back. So very unfortunate. Put gold boosters on. Oh, yeah. Great idea. Put gold boosters on. Okay, so let's jump into another match here. Let's see. We have quite a few kind of medium tanks here on the enemy team. It looks like it's going to be a corner engagement. As a 62A, good gun impression, good turret armor. We should be able to, with very good relative ease, be able to take the corner and go hull down. And I'm looking at what my allies are doing. For the most part, we should have enough support to pull this off. Now, I'm sure the Sheridan's going to get here a little bit before us. It might even be pre-aiming. Our Bashhation will be the target if that's the case. Let's put a blind shot in. We don't know if the Sheridan's back there. It looks like he is not because I have not been spotted yet. But I highly doubt that they're full committing to D. So if this E50M is here, it's very plausible he has support from his allies. So let's put one quick shell into him, but let's try to avoid overextending to this E50M in case they have like a 183 back there. Now, the E50M kind of did a little bit of a boo-boo here. We hopefully can kill him with a heat shell through the front of the turret. Very nice. 63's gun works quite well because, well, you know, at point blank, it's not going to miss very easily. It looks like the enemy team actually did pull through towards our spawn. How interesting is that? Now, I could push through or I could pull back. I think what I'm going to do here, our E5 is currently being good bait. The Sheridan is kind of getting himself nuked a little bit here. As long as this E5 is here to start kind of distracting the enemy team, I think we can get some early farm on him. And also the good news is with this improved mobility on the Obj.140, it won't be really that difficult for me to relocate from here if I feel it's a necessity. So we can see this 183 is trying to pull through down low here. Let's put a quick shell into the 183. Now he shouldn't be able to pen my turret here. I mean, he could hesh splash it. That's probably what he's going to try and do. He does fire an AP shot. That one goes to Narnia. The Sheridan is pulling forward as well, looks like. So enemy team being a little bit on the aggressive side here. Here's the standard dudes. Put a quick shot to Mr. Standard B. Very nice. We're also going to be aware that this 183 is probably going to try and side scrape out and shoot me if I overextend this corner again. So let's put one quick shot to him, and let's immediately back up to the inside. That way, if this 183 feels like he can just YOLO into me, that's not the case. So 183 is kind of pre-aiming here. Let's see if we can put a quick shell into him. This was definitely a bit of an overpeak, but we got very lucky there that his shot missed by a few million miles there. Another shell to the 183. 62A just feeling very, very secure here. Let's put a quick ram kill into this dude. Another shot into the Sheridan. Very nice indeed. And I think what I'm going to do here is we saw the M4 sneaking up in our spawn. So let's just pull back and start dealing with this M4. He has 2,400 hit points. Very juicy farm indeed. Put a quick shell into him. Very nice. And hopefully with this improved mobility, the 62A will be big ballin' this battle. So let's probably heat shell into his upper plate just to get that early DPM off and then pull straight to his side. You see with this new mobility, especially the acceleration. I think that's one of the biggest parts about the 62A is just how good his acceleration is now compared to before. M4 is just getting hammered over and over by, well, me essentially. This dude's having a very bad day. He's running default camo, bless him. Let's keep pulling back here. Keep pulling back. We do unfortunately take a shell here. Yag will shoot him once or twice, but we should with we should pretty easily be able to pick up a kill on this poor dude. So yeah, improved mobility on the 62A. Felt so comfortable there. I really noticed the old 62A would have struggled a lot more in terms of its acceleration and in terms of its, well, outright ability to circle something like the M4 back in the day. But now with its better acceleration and horsepower and top speed, it definitely worked a lot nicer there when it came to circling things with M4, and also being able to flex back to respawn quickly, deal with the meds. 4,900 damage dealt, first class ace, that's what we like to see. And so,
hey brother,
not too bad.
To deposit, monkey.
Hey brother, paid out your deposit, Russian disaster. Thank you very much for the donation. Do sincerely appreciate it. Hope you are doing well, and welcome to the stream. So, finally, getting a good game in the T-62A. Once again, you know, if your team's a little better, that's when the 62A can really farm up effectively there. And I had no complaints for how the tank performed there. Like, was the gun trolling us a ton? Was it really that bad? But by no means. The gun actually worked really well, and I believe hit every single shot that we wanted it to, with maybe like one shot missing. So yeah, the gun's not as good as it used to be, but I'm just going to re-cement that. For the most part, I do believe this was a buff to the 62A in terms of its versatility, just being able to get to locations much quicker now. So, jumping into our next game into the T-62A. This is our fourth game. Enemy team have a TVP, a 1-2-1. TVP is probably one of the most scary tanks to deal with in Tier 10 right now with that 1200 5-second magazine, but we will try and see if we can spot up this crossing here. We do find a wild Object 268 V4. Let's put a quick shell into him and start pulling back. Very nice. TVP has, of course, already made it to the corner because that tank is sped. So, let's put another shell towards this V4. I'm not going to over peek him because, well, a good V4 might... Actually, you know what? The V4 doesn't have a ton of premium pen. The odds of him penning this might be pretty slim. Now, obviously, here's a situation where the old school 62A gun handling might have actually been better. Now, we are still able to hit the roof of that V4 there. So, you know, it's not the worst situation in the world. Let's aim another shell into him. And there we go. Hitting that second shot in as well. Very nice. TVP getting bombed on his exit. Tracked in the open. Losing all of his hit points there. A cheat on the side for 466. This dude is having a real bad day. And, yeah, well, TVP is no longer in our match here. So, unfortunately, that one's definitely not going to hit him. Enemies 1-2-1 being rather aggressive here. And it looks like the enemy team's attention is indeed quite split up. So, I'm going to push in behind this 1-2-1 here using this insanely good mobility. We might take a shot from him, but it's only going to be a single shot before he starts going down. Let's make sure this V4 can't just YOLO into me. V4 is definitely thinking about it, but he does get tracked in the open. Very nice. And, what? Okay, nice glitch in the map, Wargaming. Literally, his tank was in the open, and I could not, for the life of me, see his hit marker there. I was trying to retrack him, and the hit marker just wasn't popping up, even though my reticle was physically on his tank. Very nice. So, unfortunately, we do take a shot from that V4 there. But this game's looking pretty much done. I think at this point, probably the safest play for me to do here, if I want to get damage before it's over, is just pull in and start farming these dudes. Put a quick shell into their Object 260. Very nice indeed. The gun's still working very proficiently there. Aim another shot into the side of his turret. 266. Also very nice. Enemy's Yo is going for the same kind of kamikaze run here. Let's put another shot into him. Yo goes down. And, man, they're just coming one by one. They must really love dying. How sweet of them. Okay, so... TVP is somewhere on my right over here. Okay, he's not going to be a threat. I don't have to worry about him. Let's just YOLO into this IS-8 and farm some damage out on him before the game's over. Okay, well, that was definitely a bad shot by me, but we should be fine to farm out Mr. IS-8 here. So let's put one quick shell into him. Very nice. We are going to get safe from that Badger, who is definitely peeking at me. He's like, ooh, a juicy 62A. Wouldn't that be nice to shoot at? Alrighty. Currently has no shots. IS-8's in the open. And, well, he lets himself get heshed by a 183. Unlucky. And so, yeah, not a bad game. 62A performed pretty decently there. And let's see. Won't have any kill shots on this TVP. But I would love to flank the Badger. But I have to wait till this TVP kind of dies here. So let's wait for Mr. Badger to get a little bit distracted here. Badger is distracted. Let's put one shell into him. Very good, very good. The Vickers is going to hesh him. This dude's going to go down. Nathan, thank you very much for the donation. 4.7k damage and 4.2k assist. Dang, where were you getting all that spotting from, my dude? Very nice. Good. Glad to hear you got the nice TVP ace there. And, yeah, not bad. TVP is all that's left for this match. So let's just try and find him and pick up a kill. And I think I'm pretty happy with the 62A. Unfortunately, I should have had 4k damage this game, but my damage onto that IS-8 was nowhere near as good as it should have been. I think I missed a couple of shots on him. But 3,844 damage, solid number, almost 200 likes as well. Thank you very much, guys. It is appreciated. And yeah, good old 62A. For me, when I'm making a comparison between the T-62A and the Obj.140, it really comes down to which tank is more reliable. and this is my opinion on the tanks. The 62A is the more versatile, more reliable tank of the bunch. Simply because it now has the mobility to get around maps very quickly compared to before. And also to boot, it is running 7 degrees of gun depression, has very strong turret armor, and it still hosts good accuracy and maintains 3,500 DPM. I think this has become an extremely versatile tier 10 medium tank after the update. And I think the 140 is a good tank, but it definitely is much less versatile. You won't be able to take map position in a lot of situations, you know, especially if it's somewhere that requires gun depression or armor, it will suffer, but it allows you to be more flexible in sense of just getting around in and out of locations quickly and really spawning up the enemy team. So really it's the difference between medium tanks and light tanks, where usually medium tanks are a little more reliable than your typical light tanks. I would say that's the same case with the 62A and Obj.140 here. And so it looks like the enemy team are being a little bit aggressive, put another shell into the 268. As you can see, able to hit a few very snazzy shots indeed. And I went to this corner just because I specifically wanted to take out their tank destroyers, seeing how they had quite a few nasty TDs, you know, they have an E4, all those dudes. I figured the odds of them sending their team here would be pretty decent. Now, it looks like this M4 is maybe going to shoot me there. Okay, I didn't think he would have the shot, but that was a Muppet play on my part here. Let's put another shell towards the M4. Unfortunately, since I'm shooting through a hard obstacle, I wasn't able to hit that one. But this E4 is going to give me a nice, easy shot on his hull here. Very nice. He gets taken out. Looks like the enemy team are all kind of just stuck in the open for the time being. This M4 finally shooting again. Let's aim a AP shell right on into his side there, maybe. These fences have saved this M4 from losing so many hit points, if I'm honest with you. All right, let's put another shell to the M4. Back up real quick. Very nice. We are still hull down. E100's kind of looking my way, so we should definitely keep an eye out on Mr. E100. M4 has just fired once again. Another shell to his side. Pull back. And we're just going to play the peek-a-boom technique here in the good old T-62A. Unfortunately, we have so many tanks here. Actually, we don't all need to be up here. I can definitely pull down a tier and start crossfiring these dudes out from below. So let's see. E75 is in the middle of the map. Now looks like he is looking at me. I'm surprised he's not getting nuked. Just put one heat shell towards his turret. The gun says, yes, please. I think I will work. And we fortunately managed to pin that E75 there. He's still chilling in the mid. Let's pop another heat shell into him. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the E75's, I mean, the T-62A's gun seems to just work really well, regardless of whether it has, like, insanely good dispersion or not anymore. Its gun just works. Let's put another shell into Mr. M4 here. Very nice indeed. We might take one in return. If that happens, it is so be it. We'll put another shell into him. Let's pop that rammer so now we can have that DPM on this dude. Another heat shell into this M4 here. You can see this dude is just getting absolutely ripped apart by a 62A. High explosive shell, 200 splash damage. Dude's having a really, really poor day. 268 is also kind of being... yeah, he's kind of looking my way. I don't think he really noticed me just yet. Let's see. I don't think I can shoot him through here. Not effectively. All right, once the 268 goes down, we are free to start yellowing this side. So let's just prepare for that moment. All right, 268 still looking at me. Can't really do much to him just yet. Let's wait to see if he pulls back into my reticle here. It looks like he's about to do so. Let's aim for a track shot. Boom, one quick track shot into the 268. Doesn't appear to have any repair kits, so we should be able to pick up the kill with our superior reload. And we were able to work that flank extremely, extremely well indeed for this tank. Let's pop a quick shell into the standard B. Shot goes in without any problems at all. E75 looking a bit low in the hit point department. I think I'm just going to YOLO into this dude, maybe, this E100. Actually, I don't want to take damage just yet from him. Let me wait till my allies start pressuring with me. Let's wait for our WZ to maybe make a play here. Once the WZ makes a play, we can just YOLO in. So WZ is going to take a shot from the E100 there. Very nice indeed. Let's aim for a track shot. Boom, 388 max roll. We've already dealt 4,000 damage this battle. Very solid indeed. Aim for another track shot on the E100. Very nice. Tracked again. And we should have reload here for one more shot, and then we're going to get up close and personal, pull past him. We are just perma-tracking this E100. There's not really much you can do here. Tracked again. Very, very nice indeed. We'll wait till we get one more shell into him, then we'll pull across the other way, and yeah, that's 5,500 damage dealt. Easy claps, my dudes. 62A. I don't know about you, but I personally really, really like the way this tank plays right now. I prefer its playstyle over the Obj.140 because you can do stuff like that. The Obj.140 would not have had the gun depression or even like the turret armor to reliably hold the positions I went to this game, which just allowed me to casually sit there from 5,500 damage up and get an ace. So yeah, if you're more interested in your more traditional medium tank style, Soviet medium tank style gameplay, 62 is definitely the way to go. But the Obj.140 is also still a solid performer, so that was 5 games in the 62A. Not too shabby if I say so myself. We even managed to ace it, which is always nice. So let's just hop back into the Obj.140. Now we need to change our mindset from Sigma brawling T-62A to very passive, sneaky Obj.140. Hey, Fatness, do you have a girlfriend or not? Why are you so interested, Grant? I went straight up nerf to remove some armor and turret traverse for more GPM and accuracy. I don't know what tank you're talking about, so who knows. All right. This would have been a great map for the 62A. Could have gone a hold down in mid. Worked a dream. But that's not the case. As I'm Obj.140 going mid, having a 4-2-2 Hesh pen me through the turret over and over and over is by no means a desirable experience. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to see if we can spot up their mid. Looks like here's their Vickers Light is over here. Let's put a quick shot into him. And there we go. That, oh my goodness, that 140 gun handling though is very nice as we're able to hit a very sneaky shot into that Vickers there. Looks like the IS-8 is getting a little bit on the aggro side here as well. We're going to spot up again. The enemy's 57 appears to be doing the good old spawn sniping action, which is very adorable indeed. Looks like the Bashothion is flanking. Enemy team seem to be fairly passive here. Now our E100 gets spotted on the flank. That tells me it's very likely that the tanks that spotted him up there were the tank destroyers. Yep, there's the Waffenträger. Okay. Now I know I said I wasn't interested in going haul down, but if it's against an IS-8, as long as we don't give him shots on the top of my turret here, it might not be so bad. So let's put a quick hat shot into him. Obviously, the 140's gun saying yes, please, to those hat shots into the IS-8. Can't quite hit the second one. Now the IS-8 is on reload for about 10 or so seconds. Let's just pull forward, put another shell into his hull here. Very nice indeed. If we play this out correctly, we shouldn't have too many issues with Mr. IS-8. We'll track him and pull back, but of course, you know, he does pen us right through the front there. However, he does consequently lose 90% of his hit points in the process. So let's put another shell into Mr. IS-8. We'll track him in place. Maybe not quite. He's just going to be able to pen me right through the front maybe, but we do manage to avoid that shot. Very cool. And we should be able to pick up a kill on his tank here. Nice. So, yeah, working it haul down, but under the knowledge that I'm really not going to be bouncing a ton. And if I'm going to be playing a haul down like this, I'm just going to assume the enemy team are probably going to pen me about 90% of the time, and I just have to out-peek them. Peek so fast that they don't have time to aim in thoroughly and pen me to the front of the turret. At least that's the big brain plan. Let's put another shell into this 57 here. Let's pull back from this Vickers here. He's definitely interested in me. I still have the Centurion for support, and we have the WZ-121 as well providing support. So in terms of abilities, my team should be good here. Vickers shoots B1. It looks like their 4-2-2 is sniping in the back. How adorable indeed. STB's pulling forward. Can't quite hatch snap him there, and we do get penned through the top of the turret. So, yeah, turret armor obviously not being super effective as the E57 Heavy gets just bombed there. RAP to our homie in the 57 Heavy. Waffenträger, 4005. These dudes are spotted up. I don't know what this STB thinks he's doing. He has by no means the DPM to deal with me here. So let's pop another shell into him. Let's keep pulling back. He does pen me through the top of the turret again. And so you can see, you know, if I was in a 62A, I would probably still have quite a few more hit points in this type of situation. Now we can see that the Vickers is flanking us here. We have no one to really properly hold down low. So let's pull away from this Vickers Light here. I think he's going to YOLO in maybe once our ISA comes through. And I don't want to overextend just yet. Okay, our Hori is definitely in the open here. So I'm assuming they can handle the Vickers there. I'm going to see what I can do about the enemy's 4005. So 4005 in the open. Let's pop an HE shell into the top of his tank here, but unfortunately the gun says no to that. And it looks like the 4005, 422 are both down here. I assume supported by the WoT Waffenträger. And what I'm going to do is just pull back. Now our IS-8 is pretty low in the hit point department, unfortunately. I mean, our Cent is. And our IS-8 is pretty healthy, but the IS-8 is also just chasing the Vickers Light around. He's not going to be able to catch him in time. What I think I'm going to do here is I do have decent camouflage. And so this Vickers Light might get a little over-aggressive on this outside lane to try and deal with our Centurion. I don't think he can spot me up there. There we go. One high explosive shell to the 4005. So we do pen a shell into the 4005 here. But unfortunately, I do get spotted in the process. Our IS-8 is kind of just chilling in Narnia as well. So let's just hope we can outspot the 4005 here. Quick shell to him again. In terms of support, the 422 will have to kill. I did my best there. Our IS-8 Kind of messed up. He shouldn't have gone chasing the Vickers line instead of come back and help me in the cent. Our Centurion also should definitely have not YOLO'd up in the mid and pulled back. We would have been fine. We did get 4,000 damage out, and to be honest, I tried using the 140 a little bit more like a medium tank than a light tank there, because I felt like I could not possibly push on the flank. I mean, they had a 40-05 and a Waffenträger on that side. If I tried YOLOing over there to flank them, I would get, you know, just stuck in this massive crossfire. Maybe one of their Mets would push back for me. Obviously, I couldn't push down the mid either. And, you know, this is a situation where the old 140 would 100% have just been better in every way. Because while you have great mobility, there really wasn't any location because the enemy team split. You know, 2 TDs upper left, 4-2-2 in the sniping the back, and then all their team in the mid. There really wasn't any location for me to just outright yeet 2 on a flank and comfortably farm the enemy team. So instead, my hand was a little bit forced and just trying to hold the middle there. And you saw we bounced probably 0 shots the entire battle. Right through the front of the turret, through the front of the hall. It's just not very effective for that. And so it's games like that that make me question. It's like, you know, if I was in the old 140, I probably would have actually ricocheted quite a few shots in that situation off the turret, in which case, would we have won that battle? You know, it's stuff like that that does make you question if the new 140 is actually better or not. If you're on a big map where you can really take advantage of that mobility, that view range, that camo, then yeah, it's fantastic. But if you get stuck on a map that forces you to play a little bit more passively, maybe even a little bit more haul down, then you will probably end up suffering a lot more than you're used to. All right, yo, my brother, what's your opinion on the E3, the 680 Alpha? E3 is mega spicy. I really, really like the E3 right now. I played a few games in it earlier today when I was doing a Patreon soon, and you might not blocking my shots. Thank you, buddy. And the E3 just felt very, very good indeed. All right, so Sheridan probably got spotted there for that, or never mind. 422 has very poor view range. Looks like the 422 is getting a little aggro, but wow, that dude is just sitting in the very back. Okay, so spotting up this flank. We'll jump back into this game here. E3 is going A corner. Enemy team have heavy tanks going C or B, I mean. Or did they have heavy tanks going C? I don't know. 422 unfortunately did spot me up there. Now, we don't know 100% where their FE205B183 could be located. I assume he's covering the heavy side, but judging by the E3's location, enemy team might be slightly split up here. So let's see if this VK72 pulls forward. Let's put a quick shot into him. And once again, right through the front of the turret. Like, you stand no chance. And I didn't even really make a massive misplay there. I was unspotted. I was barely peeking the corner. I shot him and instantly pulled back. But even then, that VK just buttered the front of the turret. And so it's like, it's situations like that where the old 140 would just be so much more ideal than having to deal with this kind of paper mess. All right, so enemy's E3 is being a little aggro over here. You know what? I think I'll do... We're going to stay a little bit passive here. We should have, if I stay unspotted, okay, we should be unspotted. We should have some decent shots on this E3 here soon. There we go. One shot to the E3's tracks. Very nice. Let's pop the adrenaline. I don't know if this dude has any repair kits, so I'll pop another track shot into him. He does use his repair kit, sadly, so I'm not able to farm more there. Let's pop another blind shot in. Probably a ricochet. And it looks like our heavy tanks are indeed losing this flank here. So let's see. We can probably go down over to this right-hand corner here. The VK is being a little bit aggressive, so hopefully we can catch him off guard here. Pop a quick shell into him. Very nice. One quick shot into this dude. I think he just fired too. It looks like he's just YOLOing, and he's not very eager to do anything but to suicide. Yeah, let's put another shell into his tracks here. Pull forward. Very nice. IS-4 is about to be taken out by the 422 and his homies over here, so hopefully the Sheridan can pick up that kill over there. Very nice. They still have a 183 over here. They have a 422 and a 62A coming in. All right, we're going to try and use our mobility to sneak past this 183 who's tunnel visioned and escape this massive crossfire we're about to enter. So let's try and pull away for the 62A. We do manage to get a track shot onto him. Still getting hit by everyone. The mobility wasn't enough to save us there. I could have pulled out sooner maybe, but I was trying to help keep our Sheridan alive. Unfortunately, our Badger isn't really doing much there. E100 is, well, just wandering around here doing absolutely nothing as well. And our 183 pushed forward. I mean, I guess they killed the E3 that I put 3 shots into already, so kudos to them for that. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the 140 right now. It's fast, but so is every single other tank in tier 10. So is the 422 that has the same top speed, and the 62A that's only 5 kilometers an hour slower. That, you know, and so is every other heavy tank now. So once again, when you're stuck in these situations where it's impossible for you to flank and you have to try and rely a little bit on that armor, it's a bit unfortunate. So 2 kind of not so fun games in the Obj.140 just because I couldn't push through town. They had way too many tanks there. And I couldn't push right away because I wasn't, you know, they had that 4-2-2 kind of sitting in mid, all those dudes in B, and the E3 holding corner. I just feel like I couldn't reliably push them, especially since at the moment we didn't know where that 183 was, and I didn't want to get nuked by him. Maybe my allies will be able to win this, but I'm judging by the cap points, they probably won't. So I'm just going to wait for these wandering Andes over here to just slowly die, and then we'll jump back into another Object.140 game. Red 10 out of 10 team. Someone craves for attention, Fatness, or you the rest of the night. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. 10 out of 10 team. This captain is got famous. Yes, I captain. All right, almost 200 likes. Let's go, guys. Smash the like button. Is the 907 better than the 140 as well? I would say the 907 is better than the 140. At least in my opinion, I think it is. Because the 907 actually has 7 degrees of gun depression and really good turret armor, surprisingly. All right. Oh, their 183 gets hatched there. Is the enemy team throwing? No way. No way they actually started throwing this. Incredible. If our 183 doesn't die, the 422 has way too much mobility. There's no way. There's no way. Yep, this dude goes down in his GG. Oh, no way. How did the enemy team throw that? I wasn't expecting to. Oh, you know what? My allies won. I'll give them a clap. They picked up the kills. I don't know how they did it, but they did. We only got 2k damage out, most unfortunately. But we still did better than the IS-4 and the 263 and the Sheridan and the E100 and the Badger. So I guess the performance could have been much worse. But let's jump back into another game. Fatness sat there too long. Sat there too long. I barely went there for a moment. And by the way, it's not like I could have just ran out with the 183 that was right next to the right in the ditch there with the, you know, and everything. It wasn't a matter of that I sat there too long. It was more of a matter that I was waiting for the 183 to get distracted before running out. I only went back there to try and kill their VK while he was up in the mid. What a throw. No way, right? Remember, kids, it's never too late to throw a game. Yep, Fade Actor 422, 100%. Your team cracked. Your team's cracked as they all do like sub 2,000 damage there. Very cracked indeed. Okay. 200 LT, Patton, Bashation. I can deal with the Batshot. A Patton has much better armor than me. A 200 LT has much better armor than me. So I'll have to be careful. We're going to try and play A to the best of our ability here. But I definitely want to make sure I don't overextend and just get yeeted through the front of the turret. Now, the good thing is we do have an E50 and a 268. All of these dudes coming in on this side. It looks like the enemy team is at least split up. Maybe they didn't even head this way because it's the bad spawn. I'm going to harbor a guess that with maybe the exception of the FV2 and 5B 183s, their team isn't really over here. All right, so 183 number uno mas has been spotted here. So let's just pop a quick shell into him and pull past. Very nice indeed. I don't even know if he had the opportunity to spot me there because Chad camouflage rating. All right, 183 is there. Let's pop a quick shell towards him again. Now, obviously, I'm not going to poke a 183 that's just sitting there pre-aiming me. That's probably not a very smart idea. So let's wait for our allies to just lemming train into this dude. And once again, just because the Sync's armor is very, very garbage, I don't want to overextend on this 183. Let's put another shell into him. Very nice. This dude should go down relatively fast here. I think he has just fired as well. So let's pop a quick kill shot into this dude. Good stuff. He goes down. All right. Now they still have another 183 and a 4005 that are currently unspotted. Patton, 60 TP. They're all headed back into our spawner. Camo should be reset right about now. Gonna make sure if we can keep spotting up the mid, but it looks like this enemy 60 TP is being a little over aggressive. So let's pop one heat shell towards him. Unfortunately, that shot does not quite go in. Looks like he is now looking towards me. Let's pop a second heat shot towards him. Now, luckily, with our small profile on this thing, that 60 TP is very unlikely to hit that shot. Let's aim a shot towards his side here. The gun is trolling me, so very nice indeed. And I guess this bat shot is way overextended here. Let's put a quick shell towards him. Gun trolls me again. So, yep, great indeed of the Object.140 gun to keep trolling me like this. Yes, indeed. All right, 45's in the back. I'm going to presume that the 183 is probably over in mid, covering the 200 LT and friends. This game is already over, though. I mean, this game is just over. Their team was so abysmal. Oh, man. And I got no farm off of it, which is the worst part. Okay, so at least we get a shell into this man's over here. 183 has adrenaline running, which means he shot relatively recently. Let's track him in the open temporarily here. Looks like he is not currently paying attention to me fully. That one does go in, though, which is good stuff for me. Looks like the wild 4005 is just straight up YOLOing in. He really wants me. 525, nice little max roll with a high explosive. Mans really wants me. He's juiced for me. But, oh, nope, never mind. He's dead already. Well, that was maybe not the best play for your last magazine of damage, my dude. You could have just sat back and clipped anyone else, but not a good game. Definitely not a good game. It was just over way too fast. But at least we won, right? I'll happily accept the dub at this point. I would very happily accept the dub. Is the 274 worth it? So Chris, so no. Use gold boosters. Why would I use gold boosters? I would only use it if I was platooning and I can guarantee 90% plus win rate. I think I'm going to run supercharged. I don't know. The shelf velocity on the 140 actually feels way worse than the 62A. I don't know if that's a factor or not, but the 62A's gun was actually snapping some crazy shots because of its shelf velocity. I just want to see if supercharged will help the 140 out. Man, why aren't you using refined gun? Refined gun really isn't that helpful in my opinion. I've tried it many times. I'd rather have a tank with better aim time. I had to get trolled by pixels. I know! Unacceptable! I swear the 62A would have been hitting their shots. Shaking my head. Alright. So, enemy team. Oh, very not good map for me. Okay. So, we need to keep thinking a little bit outside the box here. They have a 200 LT, a 62A. Those tanks are both going to outclass me in terms of haul down capabilities and just being annoying. TI2 I can probably deal with, but I think what I'm going to do for the start of this game, assuming my teammates don't pit maneuver me, very nice, is we'll go for the early spot to start things off with. Enemy TI2 is being quite aggressive indeed over here. It's about a quick snapshot into him, but on the move, penning me through the front of the turret. Oh, and same with the 200 LT. And so even though, you know, that quick spot where I barely even peeked the TI2, he was able to shoot on the move there. And I mean, look at this. 200 LT just penning me straight through the front of the turret. This is easily just the most annoying tank to play after its adjustment if you like the old school 140. Old school 140 would have been big chillin' there. But no, not this tank. This tank is just way too mid-level for haul down gameplay nowadays. So I think we're going to pull back for a second. E100's not over here. I guess we'll try and use our mobility to get to a flank, but we lost half our HP there in a few seconds. And it looks like that 200 LT is just coming back to tunnel me. I don't know. This dude kind of seems like he's out for me. So I'll just let him run into our 113 and pull back over to middle here. E100's in mid. Okay. Let's see. That's sad. Back in the day, I used to be able to work my 140 there very, very comfortably, but you simply can't do that anymore because, you know, balance. All right, let's put a quick snapshot into this dude's lower plate. Let's pull across. Very nice. Looks like the 263 might be kind of pre-aiming for me. Let's pop a track shot into him, pull past him. Very nice. And I think we can work this position here pretty comfortably because we'll be putting the enemy team in a bit of a crossfire. Let's put one shot to the T92. Very good indeed. TI2 might go down here if our gun doesn't troll us, but our reload was a millisecond too late there. E100 has just fired. 200 LT is clearly coming back for me, as you can tell by his directional movements here. Let's put a quick snapshot towards him and pull back. This dude is obsessed with me. When he could have been flanking the 113 and doing anything else in the mid, my man was just like, no, got to yellow with the 140. All right, let's put a quick shot to the 100 here. T100 is still obsessed with me over here. As you can see, he is straight up just yellowing for me at this point. So let's pull away from him, and the 263 will track once again. Hopefully he doesn't have a repair kit. Does not appear he does. So let's aim another shot to the 263 here. 330, very nice indeed. 263 has just fired once more. Let's aim another shot to his lower plate. Very nice. And so here's the play style of the 140. You spend more time running away from a 200 LT because you actually can't really shoot at him than you do actually just go and hold on and fighting tanks. All right, let's pick up a kill shot on this dude. Alrighty. At least we managed to avoid the 200 LT there. So let's go back for this AMX 5120. Once again, I think the 200 LT kind of threw by not going through mid there. Instead going back for me when he could have killed our grill or maybe our 113 there. He kind of dumb messed up a little bit by doing that. Enemies 183 is in the middle of the map here. Let's put a snapshot into him, pull forward. Looks like our poor Yo just got heshed through the face there. Let's put another shell into this dude. And look who's come back for some more YOLO action. All right, let's put an HE shell into his side here. Very nice. And we're just going to pull up close and personal, pull back a little bit, and he's dead. Seriously, dude, are you really going to tunnel that hard? That was some garbage tunneling by the 200 LT. I was able to predict his moves the entire time there. The entire time. As a result, he does 1200 damage. 65% win rate. Technically not bad. But dude, the tunnel really screwed him over in damage. He could have gone mid and farmed out our whole team. He could have farmed the 113 from a crossfire, killed our grill. He could have just pushed him from the side, our spawn. But instead, he just kept YOLOing back for me, even though I was positioning myself in an area where my allies could cover me. I just think it's funny when players throw away all their damage to the tunnel like that. Why did 140 look like CS52? Not sure. I don't even bother aiming at it. It's hull. I just slapped the 140's forehead. Frostbite. Yep. That's the thing about the Object 140 now. I need to remember that. Remember, guys, I have like thousands of games in the old school Object 140. the type of gameplay in this tank where you could just be an insanely good brawling vehicle, and hold down relatively reliably back in the day. But I have to adjust to playing this like a light tank. I really do. Sometimes I just fall back into default mode like that game where I think, okay, you know, I have enough turret armor to go mid. You really don't have any turret armor. Remember that. None. Fake paid actor, monkey. I researched the 140 today. That's what I'm getting. Hey, good luck. Hope you enjoy. If you're able to use it properly, you can have a good time. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Enemy team have a T100 LT, a different T100 LT this time. Thank heavens, I won't have to worry about getting Pepeka tunneled again. 1-2-1 as well. I think we'll just spot up the mid, but we might not be able to full commit here. Let's see if we can spot the 1-2-1 crossing. Where did that shot go? It somehow missed him, and I do not know how. So unfortunately, we don't get any early farm off. That enemy team's attention seems relatively split up here. There's the M4 in the middle here. He might back up into my shot. 140's gun trolls me again. Very nice indeed. All right, let's see if this M4 pulls forward again. There we go. That shot goes in. Very nice. Looks like the 4005 is in mid and not covering the med side. And the M4 is just going to keep chilling here. I'm sure he'll pull back or forward sooner or later. Looks like he's going to pull forward. Another shell to the M4. I guess we can continue to just casually farm over here. Alrighty. As for support, we have a Bashot Theon in the back. Enemy team being very aggressive on this side, and enemy Zio did come to this end, so that's not good for me. All right, let's see if their 1-2-1 gets a little aggro here. Looks like he just might pull forward even a millimeter more. Put a quick shot into him and pull back. Very nice indeed. Batchat looks like he's getting cold feet and getting ready to run away, so you know what I think I'll do here is the enemy's middle might be a little overexposed. So they don't have any tank destroyers. Like that's the thing. They don't have any TDs except for that 4005 who we know is on the ship right now. So we should be able to easily, and unfortunately we don't want to take that shot, and we do. We should be able to easily start putting tanks like this Conqueror into a little bit of a crossfire here. Let's put a hat shot into this Conqueror. We are safe from the T100 LT. Oh, 60 TP. Aha, he fluffs his shot. Thanks heavens. Thank heavens he has really bad gun handling on the 60 TP there. Let's put a quick shell into this 60 TP as well. We'll just keep holding this position to the kind of best of my tank's ability. But, you know, obviously we won't be able to do any kind of crazy haul down things because this tank's armor profile. We can at least be a nuisance on the enemy team's side. Now this M4 might give me a shot here in just a moment. Okay, let's see. Okay, I thought there was a 4005. Oh, it's 200 LT. Am I right here? Looks like my allies are not really doing a ton to support me here. See, that 200 LT is a bit distracted. Looks like the M4 is getting ready to go down here quickly. I just want to make sure I don't get crossfired out. Let's put some shots in this M4 before it's too late. Very nice indeed. All right. 200 LT is starting to do the big brain flank here. Let's kill this M4 and then go for that 60 TP next. Conqueror. Goodness, I get English. Okay, there we go. Finally remembering the name of the tank I was trying to shoot there. And let's see. 60 TP fired. One shell to him. He's going to go down. I think that was the right play. That was definitely the right play. So we read the lineup there, what the enemy team was doing, and we realized, hey, going hull down versus 200 LT, a 1-1B supported by a Yo is a really poor idea. Let's just pull out. Their heavies are all kind of stuck in town. They don't have any TDs in mid or anything, and let's use our mobility to just relocate and start farming them out efficiently because we couldn't do any kind of crazy hold on gameplay. I think that was the right play, using our mobility to relocate there, and definitely allowed us to farm 3,000 damage up pretty easily, which is nice. Looks like we have a wild M6 Yo here. Let's put a quick shell into the side of his turret, or not. He does kill my homie, unfortunately. Let's put another shell into his turret there. Very good stuff indeed. He might get a little over-aggressive here for me. Let's put another shot to his hatch. Very nice. 140's gun working quite effectively there. He's now on long reload, so we can put another shell to his side here. And get ready to start putting a kill shot into this dude in just a moment. Nice quick kill shot into this dude. Looks like the 1-2-1B is going to be on reload for another second or so. Let's put a quick snapshot into him. Very nice. 4,200 damage dealt. Not too shabby indeed. 200 LT is still a little eager to shoot at me. And I think we'll just shoot this dude one more time and get ready to pick up that kill. Not a bad game. We're able to pull out about 4,700-ish or so damage. I will happily take that. Brian, thank you very much for the sticker. And Tash, thank you very much for the sticker donations as well. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning from Singapore, Fatness. Hey, good morning. How's it going? The switch to AP indirectly nerf all the 140's armor against meds and plates armor thickness and the bounce because the step angles. Yeah. True. Also, every medium tank having AP means the 140's armor is even worse. Well, not worse, but it's less effective compared against other meds as well. There you go. 4,700 damage out. Very solid. I'll happily take that. We didn't have the best streak of 5 games here, but at least we'd managed to pull through and have a decent game in the end. Let's jump back into the 140 one more time. I need some water. I'm talking too much. They nerfed the 140 gun. It's bouncing quite a bit. The gun wasn't touched. This is how the 140's gun has always been. All right. Once again, the enemy team have a T100 LT, a T-62A. Looks like triple tank destroyers, couple heavies. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the play that I usually did in my T100 LT back in the day. We're going to spot up the mid. We're not going to commit to any side. We're going to find out which side we can yeet to as quickly as possible, and then we're going to do that. Now, players may say that this is just like an old T100 LT. It's not. Look at the size difference in our tanks. This is why this will never be a T100 LT copycat. I mean, the T100 LT is minuscule in comparison. So their 62A is just sniping in the back of spawn. That's adorable. T100 over here in mid. Looks like their TDs will probably be supporting in the back. I think what I will try and do here is try and take corner as quickly as possible away from the enemy team. Hopefully by doing that, we can start taking care of tanks like this. 200 LT here is trying to avoid getting spotted. Okay, we might have avoided that with the camouflage on this tank here. Very good indeed, or very bad indeed. We were still spotted regardless. PogChamp. Looks like the 26A is headed in towards my side of the map, supported by a couple of Pog allies. You can see he's just chilling in the open, preeming for me. Now, you see the 60 TP is going into the middle here. Just going to try and avoid that corner. I think what we will try and do is see if we can catch anyone off guard. So the Yag gets spotted up there. Let's see. Here's the 26A. Let's put a quick shot into him. But once again, the 62A is coming in. He has gun depression. He has armor. He has every advantage in this brawl. And as a matter of fact, we're going to just straight up get YOLO'd here anyways. And our T100 LT isn't really anywhere to be found, which is a bit unfortunate, I will admit. But we can at least pick up a kill on this dude and use this rock as cover here against their 62A if he gets a little over aggro for me. Thank you so much, T100 LT, for coming back and supporting me. You are a real one for doing that. Most players might not have noticed I was getting YOLO'd there. And, well, 62A's mobility. Look at the 62A's mobility and tell me, is the 140 really that much faster than it now? I wasn't even able to outrun the 62A that was YOLOing me there. That is very unfortunate indeed. All right, we should hopefully pick up a kill on this dude, but not quite. Now, my team aren't doing too shabby here. I mean, it could be a lot better, but it could also be a lot worse. I think what we're going to do, we might have some crossfire here on things like Mr. IS-4. Let's put a quick shot into him. Unfortunately, we only tracked him there. And I don't think he can spot me as he's an IS-4. Let's track him again. There we go. We might have this IS-4 perma-tracked, in which case an excellent opportunity to farm up some damage here. Track him again. Very, very good. This is what we like to see indeed. I don't think he has any repair kits. Oh, he does. I should have adjusted my aim there, but I was just chilling without my hand on the iPad screen. Like an absolute PogChamp that I am. Okay, here's what we're going to do. IS-4 is just really scared of me. I can just keep chilling back for the moment here. And let's see, maybe a heat shell. Nope, the gun's not accurate enough for that. All right, let's see. He still can't spot me. Oh, yes, track him. Okay. He should be out of repair kits now. Let's see, maybe one shot towards his side here. That should retrack him. I think I did retrack him there. And let's just keep shooting this IS-4 in his side. Boom, another shot. IS-4 having a not so fun day, to say the least. This dude's just like, what is going on? I can't do anything here. In the wall will block him from shooting at me. Let's just pick up a quick kill on this dude. Oh, yes. When the 140's gun works, it works real well, guys. Okay. IS-4 having a miserable day. The camo on this tank meant they did not spot me up there, which is quite helpful. We know they have one tank on that side. And one tank that's kind of unspotted. Oh, no, it's 60 TP. Of course he's there. No, that was a mistake on my part. I thought the 60 TP was the one on the cap and the V4 would be back on our spawn. A little bit of a misplay by me. Should have been more cautious. We do have 700 cap points, which is cool. T100, do not throw your tank away. He just threw his tank away. Why? Why T100? That was even worse than me. At least with me, the dude wasn't spotted. With you, he was spotted. T100 me and T100 both kind of throwing that, I suppose. I didn't necessarily have to move. I just wanted to see if I could spot up their V4 pushing in, but it turns out he wasn't doing that. But, oh well. 4,100 damage. That's the Obj.140 experience for you. Armor profile, not really good. Gun depression, not really good. But it does have really good camo. Like that IS-4 was unable to spot me. I'm pretty sure if I was a 62A, I would have been spotted doing that. So that was kind of cool. How can you remove the arrow thing on the tank? I don't think you can. Strength and Honor. Which tank will be dominant in tournaments now? What will be the new meta in tournaments? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I don't think the 62A will be quite used, even though I personally think it's more reliable than the 140. But this is for pubs. Tournaments and pubs are very, very different indeed. The dispersion, though. The dispersion on the 62A or on the 140? Because the 140's dispersion is actually pretty good. Although if Wargaming wanted to buff it, I wouldn't mind. Make its gun just an absolute needle. So we're going to jump back into the 62A here now, and hopefully get some solid games in the 62A as well. So let's just pull on through this ditch here. We do spot up the wild TVP. We hit him with one shell. Even with that nerf dispersion, it doesn't make a big difference to the Giga Chad T62A. Okay, maybe there that would have made a bit of a difference. All right, TVP being quite aggressive indeed. Boom, another shell into him. Gun working well, armor working well. Like, I would never be able to make this play if I was an Obj.140, but I was able to farm 900 damage into that T22 right off the bat without any concerns there, right? Just because the 62A is so good like that. And I don't know. Technically, the 62A is worse gun handling. I'm starting to like to press F to doubt because this gun is working so well. It almost seems a bit unreal. All right, one shell into this dude. Looks like the TVP might be distracted for the time being, so let's pop a shell towards our Ho-Ri. Of course, Ho-Ri with its premium AP will have no problem penning me through the turret. I don't know where he penned me. That was my bad, though. I shouldn't have taken that shot. Alrighty. So enemy TVP is kind of stuck down low. Enemy team are kind of stuck here as well. Aha, M103 going to be giving me some good farm here maybe in just a moment. Here's the wild T30 on the enemy team here. Quick shell into him. Very nice stuff indeed. I'm going to have to pull back from this Yo, though, because he's definitely going to be a bit eager to shoot at me maybe. Nice, one shell into the Yo there. He's pulling back a little bit. Ho-Ri kind of looking at me. Oh, that was a fluff shot on my part. 60 TP kill on my allies there. Put a quick shell. No, I thought he was going to pull back. Okay, so allies kind of lost C-cap somehow. Enemy team are making a really nice aggro push through towards the med side here. Now, as long as I hold here, I should be safe from things like the 60 TP and stuff. Oh, what a snapshot. But I think what's going to end up happening is the TVP is just going to pull back and start clipping me soon. So I really want to watch out for that. Now, we know the 60 TP just shot recently. Don't have to worry too much about him yet. The Yo is definitely going to be a little interested in shooting at me here. All right, TVP doesn't have shots on me. He looks like he's distracted. This might be a good opportunity to start shooting him and his friend in the Ho-Ri here. Put a quick shot to the Ho-Ri. Good stuff. And it looks like... what we might have to end up doing here, now the Yo's being quite aggro, 60 TP is being aggro as well. Put a quick shot towards this dude. What we might have to end up doing, because the Ho-Ri's distracted, is just taking the corner away from the enemy team here. So let's put one shot into this dude. Very nice indeed. TVP's pushing up towards the mid now. Appears he didn't realize that I was also pushing up towards the mid. Just put a quick snapshot towards him. Not quite able to hit that one, but hopefully with a little allied support here. Oh, that was a really bad shot at me. Okay, he's distracted. Let's try and kill their Ho-Ri real quickly first. He's more dangerous to me, so unfortunately that shot goes a bit amiss. And the TVP is being way over aggro here. 420 into his side. Very nice. He's going to stay to put all 3 shots in here, but that's going to be his mistake because now he's going to be a one-shot to me. And let's see if we can do anything about the Ho-Ri. WZ's here. One quick shot to WZ. And let's aim in another shell into this WZ. Boom, another quick kill shot into him. TVP's a one-shot. Yo and 60 TP are pushing in. I have to rely very heavily on my single remaining effective ally here if we're going to have a chance of winning this. So let's hope that dude can survive. My mission right now, sit back in the corner and wait for the enemy team to start making mistakes. Right, one shot to this dude. Very good indeed. Ho-Ri's out of this fight, and TVP's gonna die. Nice. TVP goes down. Very clutch for me indeed. I'm gonna sit back a little bit in case their Yo tries pushing right over that mid there. That's a very big possibility. He could try doing that. 60 TP's coming back this way, and unfortunately, no, M103. Okay, I see where the Yo is at. I see where the Yo is at now. All right. Let's use our gun depression here. Quick kill shot into my mans. Real nice. 60 TP also coming on in for me, though. And looks like this Yo is just going to straight up YOLO here. But quick track shot into him. There you get nice up close and personal. Let's pull back here so he doesn't have the gun depression to shoot at me. Boom, one quick shot into him. Let's just pull back. Nice. WZ picks up that kill there. Very clutch indeed. And it looks like the 60 TP has just fired as well. All right. So you should be able to put... one shell into this dude. It was trying not to ram him. Put another shell towards him. All right, 6,600 damage dealt. We got to run away from the 60 TP. Acceleration, please work well. Please work well. Please work well. Please work well. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to have to make up our minds here. I kind of fluffed that. I honestly fluffed that big time. 60 TP is going to just straight up YOLO over, I'm sure. All right, put one shell towards his tracks. Can't quite hit that one, unfortunately. Looks like the 60 TP is going to pull on over. Tracking him once there. Let's just try and pull back and close. I did all of the work I possibly could have done that game. I messed up. I shouldn't have pushed the 60 TP. That was my bad. Unfortunately, didn't work out. We played really well against the Yo M103. We put so much back into that game, doing 6,700 damage, acing it and a loss. Could have been 7K if I didn't fluff a couple shots there on the 60 TP. The tank worked well. 140 never would have been able to do that. I'm telling you, its armor profile, that 60 TP, that Yo would have just been bonking me through the turret. You'd never be able to aim those shots in and really farm out their team. Unfortunately, my allies did not do so well that game. And I kind of messed up there at the very end, ever so slightly. I shouldn't have pushed the 60 TP, or I could have pushed him, but I shouldn't have pushed down into the ditch. I should have retaken corner afterwards. So it was a very good game. We probably could have won if our WZ had killed their Ho-Ri. If he'd killed their Ho-Ri, we would have probably won, because then the 60 TP probably wouldn't have been able to just YOLO me there. And if my track shots hadn't all missed the 60 TP there, as you saw, we were able to track him the second time, but that first track shot I was aiming in didn't quite hit. If I tracked him there, made him waste his probably single repair kit he had available, then maybe I could have perma-tracked the 60 TP and ran away. But it's hard to tell. Stuff like that is all kind of hit or miss. And it's the smallest plays that make a clutch carry and a clutch loss carry. So looks like we're going to be spawning up the mid here. 62A, once again. Enemy team have no tank destroyers, which is really good news. The Progetto's crossing. Boom. Let's put a quick shell towards him. Unfortunately, that shot hits some weird auto ricochet angle on his tank, so we end up doing no damage. Sheridan, I don't know what the Sheridan's doing. He's getting a little over aggro here. There's a Patton as well. All right, so enemy team. Their attention's very split up right now, which I'm chill with. It looks like they might get ready to start pressuring towards A here, and their heavies are also a bit distracted. So they do have an Emil on C. This is a bit risky in case their Sheridan's pre-aiming for me, which he probably is. Of course he is. But we do manage to hit a nice shell into their Sheridan there. Very good. And we're just going to use our mobility, our newfound 55 kilometer top speed on the 62A to just insta-relocate right on behind Mr. IS4 here and start farming him out to our heart's content. So Mr. IS4 is making a break for it. He's like, no, I'm having a really bad day. This is not what I meant to do here. And we're just going to keep farming him out, hopefully preventing him from getting away from us in this situation here. Sheridan starting to pull down, looks like. Let's put a quick snapshot into the Sheridan there. Very nice. We can also avoid him. I think he doesn't have the height to shoot at me there. Patton's out of this fight as well. I think the Sheridan has just fired here. Let's put another shot into him. Very nice indeed. Cool stuff. All right. So we don't want to lose double caps at this point just yet. We can see where the Emil is. Okay, Emil's kind of isolated. Now the 1-2-1's roughly a one-shot here. I think we will ignore the Emil. Never mind. We will go and farm out the Emil. The Emil's looking like he wants to get juicer farmed. So yeah, let's go just YOLO this Emil down. A very not so bad game in the 62A. Put another shell towards this dude. Okay, that was definitely a bad shot on my part. Could have aimed that one in much, much, much better. And let's just start farming this homie out over here. I mean, there's not really much my man's can do, is there? I wonder if we can hatch the back of his turret here. Okay, how does that hit his hatch? Wait, how does that hit his hatch? I'm curious just how the game works. For that shot to hit the Emil's hatch. There, how does that work? All right, there we go. This Emil is just having all kinds of a bad day here. Okay, really? Okay, he should go down now. Kind of wasted too much time on him, but it's already game over anyways. Okay, not bad. 62A worked well there. Managed to use that new mobility to relocate, and its gun just works so well. I don't know. I really love this tank right now. As a matter of fact, it's probably in my top 3 favorite tier 10 medium tanks, which is crazy because the 62A in the past has always been one of my least favorite tier 10 medium tanks until this update. Until this update happened, then I really started enjoying this vehicle and how it plays. And so yeah, let's jump into another game. I can check up on my stats today. I don't think they're great. Now, of course, before, when I wasn't streaming these tanks, I was average about 3,900 in both, but 140 is probably going to be pretty bad. So let's see. For today's stats, I can just look at my Blitz stars. All right, 7 games in the 62A, 4,250 average damage, 57% win rate. 12 games in the Obj.140, 3,600 average, 83% win rate. So definitely need to play more games in the 62A, as we haven't showcased a ton in it just yet. We'll play another 5 or so. We should get there. And but yeah, so far you'll notice the 62A definitely being a little bit higher in terms of average. Now we have had quite a few. Well, we have had one really big damage game to help inflate it, but so far so good. Let's see. The enemy team have a Sheridan, Standard B, and a 54E1. Okay. And their Sheridan probably already made it to the corner, so I'm just going to pre-aim that. We'll take a blind shot just in case. And let's just see. If our Progetto gets nuked, it means they're here. As for support, we have the 54, and looks like one of the tank destroyers, the Gorilla 15. Their Sheridan's being a little aggro. He gets bonked for it, which is cool. Enemy tanks are not at C. Okay. Okay, that is actually really good information. So if their tanks are at C, the last thing we want to do is really get overextended over here. As a matter of fact, I'm already under the, I already think or believe, probably the best play for me to make, although I might have been respotted there, is to pull out from here. Because their team is probably going to YOLO, and a grill definitely won't be able to hold. All right, well, they have two tank destroyers in the mid. That is very unusual. Let's put quick shell into their 268 here. Very cool indeed. WZ is kind of YOLOing in. Our poor VK got absolutely bonked there somehow. Bless him. The 268 is going to take another shot to the face. Good for him. Enemy 50B, though, is going to be slightly problematic. Let's see if we can stay 268 safe here. Okay, 50B shoots me once there. Very interesting. 268 is definitely going to pull forward here. He might be able to nuke me. Misplay on my part in terms of positioning. Nothing else to it. Let's just pull away from him. Standard B. Okay, that was a mistake. I thought my allies were going to do something about the 50B, or like, because it looked like the enemy team was just going to kind of YOLO into the mid there. So, definitely a mistake on my part getting nuked there when I definitely should not have been nuked there. There we go. Standard B, though, doesn't really have the best penetration, so I might be able to just keep farming him out. I do have gun depression and armor here to work against that Standard B there. Just put another shell into him. Very nice. This tank's working quite effectively. But for now, the safe play is to pull down low and relocate back to our team. So let's just use this nice little top speed here to zoom around the corner, get to safety, not throw our tank away for no reason like we have pretty much this entire game. See if we can get any shots of Mr. 50B here. Mr. 50B is going to go down pretty quickly, I think. Very cool. All right, 50B gets taken down. I don't know if he spotted me up, but we should be careful in case he did. He did not. Standard B, Sheridan. Sheridan's in the open here. Very nice. Sheridan goes down. Cool beans. Let's just pull back in case their WZ's looking this way. Looks like the Standard B is being quite aggressive indeed, and he gets taken down as well. Not the best game in terms of farm. A little bit of a bot maneuver on my part when I got myself nuked by the 268 and the 50B, but I really couldn't back up straight very easily thanks to that 268's positioning and the WZ as well. But at least we survived. The important part, we did not die. We are still alive, and we still have more opportunities, hopefully, throughout this battle to farm up damage. So let's try our best to farm it out before it's over. Enemy's 268 is being kind of aggressive down this mid alley here. Now, I wonder if I can use this wall as cover so he can't spot me up. Nice. I don't think he spotted me. No, he probably did. He did not. All right. 2-on-2. WZ and Progetto. We have equal caps. Progetto's pressuring that flank there. WZ is pushing forward, I believe. So let's see what happens. Now, the WZ has insane traverse speed. I won't be able to out-traverse the WZ 120 GFT. So unfortunately... Oh, it's a 111 GFT. So unfortunately, yeah, our Progetto just suicides there instead of actually playing logically. And as a result, we do lose one of my most valued teammates there. All right. We'll let the WZ YOLO in on me. That's fine by me. I'll just have to act like I'm running away. Okay, so we're not actually going to fully run away here. What we're going to do instead, we'll wait for this WZ to hopefully pull forward ever so slightly. We'll use these bushes as cover. Oh my goodness! How do I not spot him until he's there? Nah, that's ridiculous. I should have been able to spot him through there because I was pulling through the bushes. Might have been able to pull it off there. Still did 3,200. Progetto, what on earth was that, dude? Why did our Progetto just YOLO in and die there? Oh, he just had to hold back. I mean, we were pretty much neck and neck on caps. We just had to force their team out. So, even though I didn't have the most ideal game because I kind of lost way too many hit points in the mid, we still were able to pull out decent damage all the same. I feel the issue with the 140 now, it played like a Leo, but it doesn't have the 40 now. Clutch King, never mind. I probably would have been able to clutch if I'd avoided that WZ's first shot when he was pulling in. I just thought I would spot him when he was pulling forward, not when he was all the way through the bushes already. Like, that caught me off guard there. Because I expected at least to be able to spawn through the bushes and kind of proxy him there, but oh well, it do be that way sometimes. Okay, they threw again. Yeah, rip my 62A win rate. It's like 60%, but I have like over 4K average in it. Which is kind of funny, is it's kind of inverse of the 140, what I had in the 140 62A recently, because my average in the 62A was actually a little bit lower, but my win rate in the 62A has been 90% for like 30 days. So it's going to drop a little bit, but it won't be the end of the world. Enemy TVP being super aggro here. That's cool by me. Let's just pull forward here. HEM up the boute. Very nice indeed. Looks like Mr. TVP is eager to die. This is high-risk gameplay here. Put another HE into him. Indeed. Very good. But the TVP does get taken down. 140 gets 183. Enjoy your experience. I think what we're going to do here, we'll let our camouflage reset. We won't get out-spotted. The Kron gets full health racked. Hooray! Great, there goes all the damage I was hoping to farm this battle, but oh well. Alright, let's think about this for a second. They have a 183, clearly kind of sitting, sniping somewhere in the back, I would assume. There's Mr. 183 with snapshot at him. Unfortunately, that shot kind of misses there a little bit more than I had wanted it to. Second shot, though, also misses. I kind of thought the 183 would be pulling back, but it appears he is not. Enemy 62A, don't know where he is. Let's put a blind shot in just in case and then pull back. Okay. TVP Chrono down, E100, 60 TP's at A, probably supported by an Obj.140 So this isn't going to be ideal for damage, I think. Given that their team is in a really kind of bizarre split here, that's not going to provide me optimal farm. Now, he might get a shell into the 62A here. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And well, does he actually spot me? Interesting. Alright, 62A. Boom, let's put a quick shell into him. Haha, showing him who's the boss. Alrighty. So I think I'm gonna counter push through our spawn. We'll just yeet through our spawn and kill the 60 TP, maybe E100 while we're at it. I think that's the play. Let's hope we don't get spotted in the crossing here. We might have been spotted. We don't quite have the camo rating of a 140. Yeah, unfortunately we do get spotted there. 62A. Oh my goodness, 60 TP. Ah, get baited, and get shot in return. 60 TP sitting up top the parade for me. Unfortunately for him, it actually doesn't work out so well. Now, the 268 is spotted YOLOing mid. We know the E100's in B. I have all these dudes to crossfire if the E100 goes for me. My priority right now is let's see if we can deal with that 62A, who we know is headed this way. Okay, 62A is right here. Alright, if these dudes want to YOLO me, they're going to have to really overextend here. Let's put a quick shell into their 62A. Very nice. Gun working quite well there. E100 can't quite YOLO me just yet. Their 62A is making the kind of big brain play here. Let's see. I don't know if I'm still spotted or not. I don't think I should be, but it appears we are. Okay. Yeah, back up just a little bit more, buddy. All right. Is the 60 TB distracted? I need to figure out what that 60 TB is doing, and then I can make a play. What's up, buddy? One track shot into you. Very nice indeed. 60 TB's out of the fight. He's out of the fight completely. Very cool indeed. All right, 62A does unfortunately hit a shell into me, but we should be able to track him one more time. Let's just pop the adrenaline here, just to make sure. Okay. We don't know 100% where that 183 is, but I will risk it for the biscuit. And we don't quite pick up a kill on this dude. How unfortunate is that? We do have 7 degrees of gun depression, though, so we'll pick up a quick kill on him. Lost a few more hit points than I should have to that dude, but I'll take it all the same. At least we're alive. And now we can push back for this E100, who just got absolutely annihilated there. We should be good. We have so many cap points at right now that the enemy team really doesn't have a chance, so we'll pick up a kill on this dude. Very nice indeed. And there's the 183 into 268, and we don't know 100% where the 60 TP went. So let's see if we can spot him up here. Nice. 160 TP is probably flanking. You know, I wonder if the 60 TP went back for me. I'm going to go for the 183 because he's just YOLOing this corner. All right. We should have the mobility to debate their 183 if he turns for me. So one quick shot to the 183's tracks. Very nice indeed. Give me that juicy damage. We will cap out before this game is over. Unfortunately, we won't be able to free farm the 60 TP. I'll put one shell into him though. Please and thank you. No, main damage. Buddy, why are you pulling back? You have to pick up a kill here. The 60 TP is so foolish. Alright, well, we weren't able to get 4K, but we did okay there. I think we made the right plays. You could definitely see where the new 62A's mobility was nice, just once again being able to flank around and everything, and of course, other than its typical 7 degrees of gun depression armor working pretty effectively. GG to our 60 TP as well. I'm fairly happy with that. I'm fairly happy with that game. At least we won. At least we're getting our win rate up there, right, boys? Let's update the win rate. I'm sure the damage is back at like 3,900 after those last couple of games, which are average. 9 games, 4,000 average, 55%. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get at least to 60. Enemy team have 2 57s, 2 IS7s, 2 TDs, 1 T100. So what we're going to do here is, for obvious reasons, especially as they have a bunch of 57s that are easy to shoot, we're going to go take the Castle Hill. And I think, if we look at this lineup here, all right, I think the optimal play will be to spot their TDs up as quickly as possible. Now, this might be better initially for a 140. The 140 can spot a lot better than something like a 62A. Just define those TDs and get there a little faster, but I think we'll still be able to be pretty effective over here. It's so much easier to cross to the river now. And here's where this, the new mobility on the 62A is just going to feel very nice indeed. So I'm going to pull through. Hopefully we don't get spotted by the T100 early if he's, distracted over there or something. And we're going to go on an expedition to find their tank destroyers. Here's a wild Gorilla 15, one high explosive shell into him. He was definitely not expecting that. He's still not expecting it. 2 shots into Mr. Gorilla 15. Mr. Gorilla 15 is big time not expecting this at all. 3 shots into him, and he gets an extraordinarily lucky shot right through the front of the turret. So very, very lucky for the grill to hit that without even really aiming that in. But it could be worse. It could definitely be much worse. Let's put another shell towards our IS-7. We still have a nice massive crossfire on C from here, so I'm not super, super worried about how this game's going to progress. This IS-7 will probably get distracted and start getting killed off soon, so I'm just going to kind of keep holding here. If this grill thinks he can be a little bit more aggro, then we will prove him wrong. Now, it looks like the IS-7 on the enemy team is getting yoted, so let's put 1 heat shell into him. Very good indeed. I'm assuming he's probably going to pull down, and wow, he gets absolutely annihilated there by my allies. Foch is pulling forward, 1 quick shell into his side there. Very nice indeed. Looks like a wild Gorilla 15 is looking back towards us, putting another shot towards him. Aha, see, you don't hit those twice, my dude. You don't hit those twice. All right, let's let some heat up for the Foch. The 140 wouldn't be able to work this position as effectively because it wouldn't have the 7 degrees of gun depression. And yeah, this game is over, isn't it? We don't know where the enemy's T100 LT is. Ah, there's the wild T100 LT. But I think we could definitely see if we can try and do something about this T100 LT here. So we're going to have 1 quick side shot into him. Now, we way outclass this dude in terms of damage per minute here. So even if he just YOLOs into me, we don't have to do much. Tracked him again. Grill's already dead, so I don't even have to worry about 1v1ing the grill here. Pull another shell into the T100 LT. Let's pull back. He's going to get aggro here because he thinks he has the GPM advantage, which he doesn't actually really. So I'll put another shell towards his tracks here. Very nice. But unlucky for you, Mr. T100 LT, your tank is much heavier than mine. I mean, lighter than mine. So we'll just pull forward here and kill him. Nice. Easy 1v1. That's where that 200 LT DPM nerf feels bad for dudes like that. He probably would have won that 1v1 if he was old T100 LT. Hey, Yarrow, how's it going? Where is the stats usually above the face cam? If I try and show you the stats above the face cam, this is all you will see. Loading stats. For some reason, the link is not working right now in my browser. So I'll have to contact my man who runs Aftermath and ask him about it. Okay, let's just make that go bye-bye. No one wants to see loading stats all game. Not a bad game. Got the 4K out. Not too shabby. Oh, that's a heavy lineup. Yes. Oh yeah, best map in the game. Best map in the game is Canal, hands down. There's no doubting it. Every tank class can work comfortably on Canal. Every single tank can work comfortably on Canal. That's why it's a good map. All right. Enemy team have an M60, PTA, Bashothion, nothing too crazy. I also have support from it looks like a Centurion or something. So yeah, I mean, if the enemy team want to get nice and aggro down here, they sure can. But what on earth is this Batchat doing here? Talk about being just ridiculously aggressive here. Ridiculously aggressive, trading a 3-for-3 trade. Wow. You have this auto-loading Batchat, and you just traded 3-for-3 through most of your hit points. You're going to trade 4-for-3. Now you're on fire. I hope the YOLO was worth it, my dude. There we go. Oh, yeah, good stuff. Dude, this autoloader meta encourages the most wacky gameplay by players. He's like, yes, I have Intercrypt really buff, my guys. I got this. He just YOLOs in and dies. Yeah, you're a Batchat 25T. I still don't recommend YOLOing, guys. It's just a little hint. If you want to perform well in your Batchat, I don't recommend YOLOing. So now we're going to go hold down versus M60. And luckily, since the 62A doesn't have a pennable hatch, really, we are just going to kind of casually brain on this dude. Now, PTA might come in and try poking me soon. We'll see if he does that or not. But that Batchat did get absolutely wrecked for that play. And we'll wait for this PTA to make some moves here. 183 is unspotted at the moment, so that kind of tells me he's probably sniping in the back, waiting for one of us to overextend here. If our T95E6 can be a little more aggro, or the Scent, or anyone, that would be preferential. But I won't get mad at him if he doesn't YOLO, considering that they still have a 183 just wandering around who knows where. So our E6 is taking all the shots here. Let's put 1 shell into the M60. 183 bobs that dude. So while the 183 is on a long reload and our other dude's distracting their team, now's a good opportunity. Let's put 1 shell into this Leo. We're going to YOLO the Leo, hopefully pick up a kill on him. We should have him in terms of reload here. Hopefully we can out-reload the 183 and get into cover before then. No, the 183 barely hits that. That's ridiculous. I know for a fact you didn't aim that in. Oh, that was a bad play by me. Should have pulled through. No, dude. Really? The 183 actually hit that shot. Boo. That's that new 183 gun hitting. Look, he hit the engine deck at like that angle. What a shot by him, I guess. But heavy side actually looks like we're going to win this. You got this, boys. Okay, I guess we're going to 140. Wait. Bit of a misplay by me to yell to Leo. Or maybe I should have yelled him right after the E6 died. Now, I thought the 183 was in the typical TD corner. That's why I made that play. I'm like, okay, if I push past, I should be safe. Turns out he was actually sniping in our spawn. I'm not sure how he hit our E6. I guess our E6 was just sitting in the open a little bit too high there. But I thought since the E6 was nuked there, that the 183 is like in the typical like back corner and not by the buildings in town, which was a yikes. Because he was in the buildings by town. Well, that sucks. Indeed, I shouldn't have kept driving forward there. I shouldn't have the M60 had a shot on me. That was a mistake. That was probably the bigger mistake that I made there. If I'd stayed alive, it wouldn't have been an issue. My team should still hopefully win that game. Okay. We'll jump into the 144 game there. Missed the beginning of the stream. How's the 62A feeling? Now 62A feels absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. I really like it. It's definitely my favorite silver medium tank, probably right after the 907. And they are very similar, to be honest now. Okay, so I'm taking my 140 through the town. This might confuse some of you. And the reason I'm doing that is this tank, like, really, its lack of gun depression can be such a pain to deal with in a lot of situations that it's almost better to take it to a town environment. Now, obviously, taking it, poking 2 and 5Bs and stuff is not smart either. I didn't expect their Leo to come in here. And the Leo, because obviously Leo now has better armor than the poor 140, does ricochet that shot. I'm going to think about this for a second. So we know the Yag's over here. We know they have 2 heavies here, a Leo on the right side or the mid here. This 2 and 5B is probably just going to sit back, hold down, and chill all game. The Jaeger is going to be a little bit more aggro, it seems. He is trying to side scrape out here. Let's put a quick shot into him. He does shoot our 57 here. And so here's a good opportunity to maybe start shooting him. If our 57 ever stops blocking me, that is. Okay, 57 bounces a full magazine, unfortunately. But Mr. Jaegeru and Mr. Yag Tiger should hopefully not be able to do a ton here. I'll just maintain this crossfire. M60 YOLOing straight on through here. Looks like he might be going for a bit of a side scrape as well. Let's see if we can get a side shot on his turret here at all. Goodness, the heavy tanks are all blocking me. All right, there we go. One shot to this man's. 2 and 5B is pulling the big flankeroo. And here is the Jaeger-Roo. Speaking of flanker-roos, we have Jaeger-Roos. Okay, let's wait a second. Yag's going to overextend to shoot this dude. One shot to his lower plate. Very nice. We are temporarily safe from this dude. But it's definitely dip time. It's definitely dip time. There's no doubt about it. Let's track the Yag. He'll kind of block his other dudes from shooting at me there by doing that. And let's just run away. You know, Jaeger is pulling forward to try and shoot my mans here. Can't quite pen that. Jaeger shoots HE for some bizarre reason. I'm going to keep supporting this mans for as long as I physically can. Let's put another heat shell into this mans. Our type is just staying alive because that's what types do really effectively. Put another shell into the VK here. I'm going to maintain my support role here. VK just fired. Very nice indeed. Just put another shell into him. And, yep, we're just going to be playing the ever so passive second line support role. This is a very nice role to have in any tank, to be honest. Very good. All right, Yak Tiger, he might shoot at me here. Oh, wow, I actually bounced a shot on the 140. It's a miracle. All right, one more shot to this dude. All right. I believe in you, type. I got you, fam. You don't die here. That's right, brother. Okay, stay alive. Let me YOLO in and support you, my G. I got you. All right. Put track shell into this 2 and 5B, and oh dear, 2 and 5B is no more. All right. Well, that wasn't too bad of a game, all in all considered. We got 4K damage playing second line support. Mind you, a 62A would have been able to do that as well. Probably just as well, but at least it's a dub, right? We'll be happy about that. All right, I wonder how much my team lost by on that last game. I felt like they were going to win, but I have learned to try and not have high expectations for teams. I did 3,300 there. That bat chat did 1 magazine and died. Very big brain bat chat player. That 183 front 5K. I guess good game for Waifu Kono. Centurion Edgar Destroyer over here. 39% win rate. Very chat indeed. And our E6 did 3 shots. Oh well. Wait, we're going back into the 62A. Okay. Well, my poor 62A's win rate, it just can't stay up. Partially my fault, because I got nuked by the 183 and killed by the M60 there. 11 games in the 62A, still have 4K average with 55%. Unluck. All right, let's jump back into the 62A for a game here. And E50M, standard B. Now, if I was an Obj.140, I'd probably be a little bit hesitant to do anything too aggro on this side. I think I'm going to go for the early spotting position because I could always turn tail and run if I have a feeling they're going to YOLO. I just want to see if I can get, some early information on where their team is headed. So let's just try and spot up this crossing here. See if we can find anyone headed this way. Now, so far, none of their meds have been spotted heading in or out, so they could just be chilling back there. Not 100% sure just yet. There is a wild Emil 2 here, so let's put a quick shot to the Emil. Okay, that wasn't a little unexpected, but I'll take the damage that comes with that. Boom, another shot to Mr. Emil. Very nice indeed. And as I guessed, their meds are indeed just sitting back there. T-92, absolute big brain player, hitting a nice shot into their E50M. Looks like this dude can't quite move. And let's see, Stater B went over here. Okay. Oh, wait, Emil's coming back for more. He's coming back for more. Emil's like, I want more. Okay, Emil, pull forward. Pull forward. Do I have support? We have an MX-5120 here. Okay, we're going to YOLO the Emil and the E50M. Now, the reason we're going to do this is we have a 5120, and their team is very obviously split. Now, the E50M actually made a break for it there, which was definitely the right play for him to make. Let's see. This Emil might give me a shot here in just a moment. Boom, 320, very nice. ST1's going to start giving me some shots here in a moment as well, so it's aim one shell to the side. Very good indeed. He might start pulling forward or backwards, whichever works well for me. Let's track him in the open here. Let's try and get our take. Nice, and haul down. Aim for another track shot. Boom. Very nice indeed. This ST1's having a very miserable day as we are just clipping, well, not clipping, just bombing him with our DPM of the 62A. Let's pick up a quick kill shot on this dude. And then what we will do now, because we lack damage in the fatness live streams, is we're going to YOLO in and start farming the I-7 from behind. But unfortunately, we ricochet FFV spaced armor. Boo-hoo. All right, one shot to the I-7. Let's pull back from him. Very nice indeed. The game's getting a little close here, so I don't want to take too many shots from Mr. I-7, but I'd love to pick up a kill on his tank here in just a moment, so boom, quick kill on the Mr. I-7. E50M is also just gonna sit there and poke me, I guess. I don't know. E5 is getting way too aggro for shots on me, which is really quite adorable, if I'm honest with you. Oh, we hit those! What a gorgeous shot on that E50M, who's about to just die. And so, let's see if we can do anything about the left 4005 here. 14005 HE, very nice indeed. 4005 getting HE'd by everyone right now. Okay. I think we could just pull on in behind this dude. We might die to the 4005, but you know what? I want my damages, so I really don't care. All right. Well, let's pull around the corner. Let's eat him. Let's ram him. Very nice indeed. And let's HE him again. 320. Very cool. That was a good game. I'll take it. 62A. Yay! We didn't throw. And we got to dub. Let's go. Bro stole my mustache. Yes! Hey, TJ. How's it going? The epic stash. The fatness stash. Yes. I've heard the new gun sounds, but to be fair, TJ, you shaved the beard and you had a stash. Are you clean shaven now? I don't even remember. 4.4. Not bad. I like it. Oh, okay. Easy mistake to make. Hi there. Hi there. I'm a big fan. Aw. Hey, TJ. Chad type living that long, dude. That's why the type is so stupid. I get fatness. Nice game. Thank you. All right, let's jump into another one. They have a Leo and lots of heavies and lots of tank destroyers. Cool. I should be able to deal with the Leopard 1 fairly easily, so I'm not too worried about that. Yay. Such a good chat. No toxicity at all. Thank you. Growing that beard, bro. See, I like the 1930s kind of like mustache. Because those were very or no, maybe I think of like the 1920s, so they had like the little mustaches in style. I'm just kidding, but I'm trying to think. It was like on the classic posters and stuff. All right, let's see. We're gonna see if we can spot anyone nice and early. Now Leo doesn't have better view range than me, so we should be able to spot him pretty quickly from here. And if he tries pulling into the corner, yoink, one shell into his tracks. Big unluck for Mr. Leopard 1. He's gonna pull forward to try and shoot me. Yoink, 2 shots. Boom. Already getting some good early farm. Let's pull back in case they have TDs up there. Looks like the I-7's headed over here, is headed to the flank for now. And Mr. Leopard is having a very bad day. Very cool. Unlucky for Leopard. Very nice for me. Let's keep spotting this corner. 1 hit point gang. Very nice. And it looks like we don't have anyone holding our own spawn. That's fine. So 1A3 very easily could be isolated here, which would make him a pretty easy target for my team. So I'm just going to YOLO in and see if I can pick up a quick kill on him. But looks like it's too late for that. Mans is already dead. Enemy team, however, I'm going to assume we're headed into our spawn. Welcome to the new 7 heavy tanks YOLO one side meta, or 7 tanks in general, just YOLO one side. Their poor Leopard 1 got bopped, and his allies got bopped even harder. Hello. Hello. E4. Well, this is going to be an awful farm game, I can just tell. I could just tell already. This game is going to be atrocious for damage farming. Just look at how fast the enemy team is dying, especially onto their IS-7. Like, the IS-7 just got nuked for all of his HP as well. Very gamer indeed. Alright, let's push onto their 4005 here. Let's pull away from their chieftain. Unfortunately, he does hit me, but no biggie. Just a chieftain Mark 6. Who cares about the chieftain Mark 6? Alright. I should be able to pull forward now. IS-7 might be giving me some shots here. 183, let him pass you. I guess 183 just doesn't want to let him pass. 183, let him pass, buddy. Oh, never mind. 183's just going to rack him. Oh, that works as well. This game is already over. Number 1 damage. I'll probably just have to yellow the chief to Mark 6 here. I don't want to. I'm going to lose a lot of hit points, but at the same time, really is my best option. So, put a quick shot into him. We'll get nice up close and personal. We'll try and give him nothing but side shots, but unfortunately, he does hit our engine deck there. But we have a WoT 4005 now pressuring into this dude, so Mr. Chieftain's still going to struggle to do much to me here. He's dead. What a sweep game. This game wasn't even remotely close. Rip to the damage farm, guys. Unless I could have full health that 60 TP, but we already know 60 TP is going to get annihilated before I even get close to him. Goodness. All right, let's aim this one in. Nice, 272. We did get 3K, actually. But in all honesty, it could be much worse. 3.5. If we're lucky, we might be able to hit one more shell into this man's in his YOLO. Yes! Actually, we recovered. We got 3.8 out. I'll take it. I wasn't expecting 3.8-ish, but I'll take it. Oof, nice tracks. Yes, spicy tracks. Spicy indeed. 3770. Okay. Very, very fast game. They had an AFK too. You know how it is. Classic 9.1 gameplay. Yeah, for real. Also, guys, let's reach that 300 like mark. We are almost there. If you have not, please do consider smashing that like button, because Bobby will be happy. You see? She'll be very happy if you like the stream. So do it. Make it happen. All right. You win, no farm. You farm, no win. Yeah. That's how it works. Okay. TVP, Object 752, T-54E1 now. TVP's dangerous. They have a lot of TDs. They have a couple of heavies. Here's what I'm actually going to do. Now, I don't usually take my 62A up towards the middle of the map here, but they have a lot of TDs and really not a ton of heavies. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see if we can get like the earliest of early spots and farms up on their enemy team. Oh, wow. Isn't that interesting? We find a wild 183. There's the 54. 183 doesn't really know what happened. It was just pre-aim for him. 330 into the 183. Very nice indeed. 183 is probably a little bit molded because he's getting farmed out here. Another shell into the 183 between those rails. Indeed, also very nice. I7 spotted me up just now. I'm sure he did not. Now, we know the 183 isn't sniping the typical sniping position, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they have a 268 here. If I get spotted, they do. Let's see. Okay, we did not get spotted up. Cool. All right, I think I have a either big brain, small brain idea. Firstly, no one's spotted through here. Okay. Very small brain if I can make here. That 752 will make my day miserable. Let's wait back for a second. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. Okay, Foch is over there. 183 entrance of town. 268 is probably regular TD position. 183 hasn't moved yet. 54 is pulled out. There's the 183. Let's pull back from him. He fires. Nice shell into the 183 there. Okay. The Foch should be able to deal with him pretty quickly. Here's what will happen. If we can somehow kill this 183, and I'm going to be a little bit over aggressive here. Hopefully that 183 doesn't bot me in the side while I'm doing this. One more shell. Okay, we're safe from the 183. 54 goes down. Here's the TVP. Perfect. Let's aim a shell to the TVP real quick. Very nice indeed. We are still in a relatively secure position from the TVP here. I'll have to poke him, but if we're trading 1-for-1, oh man, that 1.5 interclip is just so unreal. All right. Oh, ally pushing me out. Oh, deserved. That's what you get for pushing me out. Pepega. Yes, you're 200 hit points now. You could have sat back or pulled down behind me, but no, you just had to push me out, boss. All right, one shell into the Foch here. Very nice indeed. 57 gets absolutely brained on. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't push your allies out. Please and thank you. I think I'm going to go help our 422. Please don't die to a fire. Please don't die to a fire. I can help you kill the 268, but first and foremost, just don't die to the fire. Oh, Oh, 268 AFK. Well, don't mind if I do then. Yeah, please don't mind if I do. I swear I'm not being a damage farmer. I am simply eliminating the dangerous enemy tanks. Okay. Foch is preeming over here. Cool beans. IS-7 still a bit lost. Foch is just fired. Let's aim for that drive wheel. Boom. Nice little track shot. Dude, I swear the 62A's gun just works. It doesn't matter if its dispersion was nerfed. It just works really well. All right. Another shot. So the Foch is on full reload now. I think we'll just keep YOLOing for that damage because, but there is a whole lot of it in this game. So, okay. Well, obviously the gun didn't quite work there. I'll take a shot from that Foch. I don't really care about that. I want to keep farming damage up. So let's go for the 7.52. One quick shot on him. We are Foch safe. Cool beans. And we will just keep flanking the 7.52. We'll track him for that epic assist damage. This dude's dead now, isn't he? Very nice. Foch is still chatting over here. Man's still alive. Wow, did you look at that? Oh, that was a bad shot on my part. And nothing else to it. But Mr. Foch is probably going to go down here. Nice quick little kill on him. That's 5,000 damage dealt already. Or about 4,900 or so. We should get about 5k out before this game is over. So another shell to the I-7 here. Very cool indeed. He does shoot me. Oh, he rolls 500 plus on me. What a gamer. All right, put a heat shell into him here. We'll just back up from the IS-7 a little bit. Another shell into his lower plate. 5,800 damage dealt. I don't think we're going to quite get 6k out this game, but it'll be a solid game all the same. Love the 62A. I really do. It's easily my favorite tier 10 Soviet pet. I just think it's so versatile. You can do so much in it that the 140 can. So nice little ace taker there. I'll take it. Cool. How many games have I played? I need to play the 62A to 15 and then we'll jump back into the 140. Where are we at in the 62A? 14 games. One more game in the 62A. We've brought our win rate up to 64% and we still have 4,200 average in it, which is very solid indeed. HisRoyalFatness. Hey, what's up? I guess we have different opinions. Where is your stat overlay, by the way? Need to see those session stats. TJ, it's not working. You see, if I try to turn it on, it just says loading session. So there's some kind of like error with the link right now, at least for the streaming link. So I can't use that at the moment. That's fair opinion. Yeah, I was just trying to find out how the opposite thought at the exact same time. What was your opposite opinion? Oh, I just went full screen in OBS. What's the 62A gun feel like now? It's a little more derpy, gent, but honestly, it still works really, really well. Especially if you give it just a little bit of time to aim in, you'll be surprised how well it works. All right, so we're going to pull on through here. See if we can spot up anyone nice and early. Oh my goodness, a wild 200 LT. It popped out of nowhere. Let's put a yoink. Nice little shell into him. 292. Looks like enemy team are going for the full aggro YOLO push. Put a shell to the waffle. I mean, as you can see, gent, the gun still works really well. Like, yeah, it's not going to be insane sniping beast that it used to be, but it will still hit most of its shots pretty well, and in exchange for the amount of mobility you gain, and it's not a bad trade in my opinion. All right, well, Mr. Leo looking a little low here, so okay, is this STB has literally spent this whole time just sitting there staring for me. Man's has a dream. All right, let's load up a high explosive shell here. Out of the way, don't track him to the wrong target. Of course, that's not going to hit very reliably. Oi, 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 oi. HE, okay. Nice. You could get a bounce from the STB1 there, which is cool. Something that the 140 could only dream of nowadays. SU's in our spawn. This dude's running away. Game being a little over aggro here. Let's put a quick shot into him. Very cool. Let's pull back for a second. I think we're chilling for now. I think we're chilling. We should be chilling. All right, one more shell into the 62 into the 2100. Let's pull back from their 50B in case he pulls through. 4005. The other autoloaders are getting way too aggro on that flank, so it's only a matter of time before they go down. And it looks like the waffle's trying to make a break for it. So let's nuke him on the way out. Nice. STB also can't really run away from here, so I'm going to start putting myself in a position to start nuking him. Overextended a little, but I also have a way better reload than this dude, so let's track him maybe. One more shell into this dude. He's still a little obsessed with me, which is kind of cute. Even though there's tanks behind him. So let's put another shell into him. Very nice indeed. We should be able to hopefully pick up a kill on him soon, but it looks like our allies take him out. And it looks like the Waffenträger is going to be pretty low here. 422 is not going for the kill, nor am I, because I want my damage. Oh, that was a very unfortunate gamer move there. All right, high explosive. Yes. Oh, no. Fast game. Really didn't get the farm much, but that's 15 games in the 62A at 4K, about 67% win rate. Win rate's a little low because we had some throws by me and the team combined. But average damage, solid. I guess we got to get our 140 though to 15 games. So let's jump back into the 140. I'm just checking. I really wish I had Aftermath. It's so much work to bring up my phone and refresh and scroll through all of the Blitz Stars page stats. So yeah, so 67% win rate, 4,000, about 4,100 average for 15 games in 62A. Stamp of approval, the tank feels really good. 140, the average is 37, well, almost 3,700, but the win rate is 84. So, I mean, I think low-key, we just got better teams when we were playing the 140. It wasn't really a tank winning, it was just better situations. But definitely not farming as reliably in this tank. Now, I think what I'm going to do here... oh my gosh. M60, if you had just stopped initially and let me pass, it would have been fine. At least he tried to let me through. Some players just continue driving into you. I think we got spotted by the 402 there. Not quite. All right, we're going to spot up the mid. 140 at least has the view range to do that, but nope, the 121 spotted me up, proxied me here. Pentamantlet maybe, not quite. Can't do much about him or the 402. Allies are mostly going towards the ship here, so what I'm going to do is immediately, I'm just going to get down. I should be TD safe. This hill will provide me all of the optimal cover that I need to relocate from here. Let's just kind of yoink in and out, left and right a little bit. And let's just hope that their wild 183 doesn't get any big brain ideas. All right. Their whole team hits that. But surprisingly, the 183 was the one that took all my hit points out. Now, their 260 was the reason I had to run away from that engagement because me and the M60 wouldn't be able to hold that flank by ourselves. And their Type 71s over here, typical WoT Blitz teams nowadays where the heavies just yell med side and the meds are just left to fend for themselves. And, well, thank you so much, M60. How much are you going to get in my way this game? Like, seriously, you prevent me from crossing safely to the corner. And now I'm guaranteed one shot because of you. Goodness, I do not like the 140 anymore. I seriously do not like it. It's fast, but its mobility doesn't make up for everything else bad about it, in my opinion. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, you can see we were penned straight through the front of the turret there when we were running away. Like, bruh. They didn't even, like, miss Ed-ped the hatches. They straight up... Oh, we did 0. Yep. Oh, boy. Never should have gone med side. I should have listened to my instincts and straight up gone heavy side there. But there we go. We got a potato. And I pretty much spent the whole time trying to run away. Unfortunately, that's the issue that happens on this game now. You have tanks like that 260... And that Type 71, they're just so fast that they just yeet straight into med side, and then you and the single M60 are left alone trying to fend off. You can't do anything about it. Doesn't matter that the 140 goes 60 kilometers an hour now. It doesn't make a huge difference when you have to run away from a med side like that. Best off options, you should just never commit to that flank. Although if you lose the med side on that map, it's really hard to recover, especially if the enemy team have tanks holding town. So I wanted to go for the initial spot there, but didn't work out. And yeah, 140 average about to go poggers. First time fast on 0 damage. No, it happens. I mean, I've been playing for a couple of hours. That's about the time when my brain says, all right, it's enough sweating and blitz. Although it's like, what on earth are you going to do? You're just trying to run away. You're getting spotted up by everything. The heavies are so aggressive, you can't even outrun them, really. And then, yeah. The M60 really is the reason I ended up on 0 there, though, because he straight up got me shot once there, when I shouldn't have been shot. If he hadn't just side-hugged me there when I was trying to escape, it would have been chilling. All right, 704. There's the Hori. Very nice. Get a good old shell into the Hori here. I don't know if this man has a repair kit or not. It's aiming for a second track shot. Did hit his track, but unfortunately wasn't enough to pen him there. Standard B in the open. Another shell into him. Now, unfortunately, the 140's hull isn't very effective at ricocheting, so we do happen to take a shot for the Standard B there, but it's not the worst case in the world. Let's put another shell to the Hori. Oh, what a shot. Oh, man. You know what? I feel like I'm just done with the 140. I don't have any joy playing this tank anymore. Straight up, the 62A is just so much better in my opinion. So much more versatile, leaves you so many more options, and well, now whole enemy team is just sniping back here for me. Okay, that's good. Let's see about this. M4 should be on reload for a little bit longer. He has like a 15-second reload, so let's make him a one shot. We'll pull back just a little bit. Not too much, though. We should be fine here. This 55A will be a problem, won't he? 55A shoots me once. Whatever happens. Hopefully my allies can do something about tanks like this 55A here. Let's angle up a little bit. We do manage to catch him on fire. We are getting killed from behind, though, so it's probably game over for me soon. One more shell to this dude. Oh, Foch ricochets a shot. Let's try and angle up our tracks here. Another shell to this man. Just back up, back up. Stay B4 202. Save me, guys. Save me. Oh, let's go. The 62A is big brain. Oh, the 62A is massive brain. Let's go. New acceleration for the win. New acceleration for the win. Oh, my goodness. 62A. Actually working like an absolute champ there. One more shell into this man's. We should out-reload him here. His ammo rack is damaged. Quick kill. Whew. Avoiding the very worst case situation there. Oh my gosh. All right, one more shell into this man's. Oh, the Foch is loaded up yet. Looks like he might be soon. Get brain done. That 55-kilometer top speed was super clutch there. Being able to run away from that 62A. That was the most clutch time for that mobility buff. Yeah. Yeah. I like the 62A. I like it so much better than the 140. I can't even say how much more I like this tank than the 140. I should not have survived there, but that mobility, and then of course just baiting the standard B to shoot my tracks, very spicy indeed. Screw the 140. I'll play at the 15, but then I'm done with it. I'm just gonna play the 62A after this. That was a fun game. That was a fun game. In fact, is M60 worth buying if you don't have the patent? If you don't have the patent, M60 is a very good tank. Even if you have the patent, M60 is still a very good tank. So, up to you if you want to buy it, but I like it. Thanks for the Foch. Oh, man. That was memes. That was memes. I'll take that. Okay. 140. Don't disappoint me again. Thank you very much. I'm just saying, yes, the 140 is good, but I just do not vibe with its playstyle. And you may say, like, wait, Fatness, doesn't make sense. You love tanks like the Leopard 1 and stuff like that. But you don't understand the difference between the 140 and the Leopard 1 is the Leopard 1 has 10 degrees of gun depression. The 140 is stuck on 6, and they have, like, the exact same turret armor. So the Leopard can work in so many terrains effectively, right? The 140 is forced into these weird positions where you have to be hauled down or just outright flanking 90% of the time, right? For it to always be effective. And that's why, you know, there is a big difference between gun depression and not having gun depression. If the 140 had armor, sure, that lack of gun depression isn't as big of an issue. But for me, I just don't vibe with the tank as much anymore. It's still a good tank. Don't get me wrong. It still has great DPM and stuff, but I think when it comes to your more traditional brawling Soviet medium tanks, the 62A for me is by far the tank that I like the most here. All right, so Mystery 75 being a little over aggro. He's definitely going to go down pretty quickly. Very nice indeed. 60 TP also going down pretty quickly here since he's just YOLOing in. These teams are very YOLO-esque right now, but I don't mind. It means free damage. So let's put another shell into this dude. Very nice. Looks like there's a VK-72 in the mid here as well. We'll see if we can aim a shell into him quickly. Ally didn't let me back up. Very nice concept. You just had the park right behind me. Very chill of you indeed, my dude. Looks like the Jaeger rear is pulling forwards. Track him. I do admit, though, that the 140's gun is rather nice indeed. Yeah, I don't know if he has a gun pressure to shoot me. Well, he definitely does. Lesson learned. Okay. It looks like he didn't for a second. Let's pull back. The VK is going to give me some good farm here. Let's go. Nice shot to the VK. Very cool. The Yag's on reload. He pulled back. WZ, I don't think, is paying attention to me. So this might be a decent opportunity for me to start pulling forward a little bit. The V4 is also not really... V4 is kind of headed this way. I'll wait for the V4 to overextend on our allies. I got spotted. Never mind. He's probably just going to wait for me. Oh, no, you don't, Yag. Okay, yeah, I think Yag's going for my ally there. Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, see if this WZ gives me a shot. Not quite. Whatevs. E50M's just full sending. Very nice indeed. All right, give me that side armor. Yes, sir. We should get 4K damage out this game. That'll be at least pretty nice. There we go. But once again, you know, the 140 really is just best for engagements like this, where the enemy team just isn't looking and you can make the gun work. If you do that, it's good. But, you know, Leopard 1 can do that just as well. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Leopard has 9. Kind of sad. Oh, is it 9? I don't care. It feels like 10. Because the Leopard has, like, such a forward-mounted turret. You don't have to drive up hills as steeply to make the gun work. All right, 4.3. Okay. Making up a little bit for that slightly less fortunate game. Let's check our stats. Obviously, our 140 stats are going to go tank after we did 0, like a massive IQ player. 80% win rate, 3,500 average still. That was our 15th game, so I guess we'll keep playing the 140 a little bit. Is this a dream? Black and 60 over 140? Did I come to stream late? No, 100% you did not. And when I am like very solo tryharding the 140, I can still average pretty consistently around 3,900 or so, at least for like 35 games before I even streamed the tank That was what I was averaging in it. I don't concentrate as well when streaming, obviously, because I have so many things to think about. But, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad tank. I just think I prefer the 62A now. That's all. It's pretty whack. Wow, I'm surprised the bat shot didn't spot us, considering we must have shot him just before his viewport had an angle to spot me up there. We'll keep spotting along this outside lane here. There's their T-22. Okay. There's their wild TVP, and the gun misses. Very nice. Oh, TVP's pulling forward again. Let's pull forward, put another shell into him. Very nice indeed. Good stuff. Alrighty. Wild 215B might be pulling through. Oh, he does get that shell to me, but at what cost 215B? You lost quite a few hit points for that. Bashation getting a little aggro over here as well. Let's put another shell towards him. Wow, ricocheting off the Bashation. Okay, I see how it is. I don't have anyone covering my rear. This is a little concerning to me, because very easily the enemy heavies might try and YOLO through. Now we do have a 215B that can provide some crossfire, but how does that miss? Hello? 140 gun, you are being big disappointment. Let's track the Foch. Alright, this tier 9 Foch is not having a very good day. Very cool indeed. 215B did flank us, as I kind of anticipated. We don't know where the T-22 went, but I'm sure he was on a flanking adventure as well. 30B, what are you doing, buddy? Alright, enemy Yag being a little aggro over here. Let's put a track shot towards them. Yes, and a fire. Oh, yes. This is what we like to see. Alright, let's put a quick shell into his lower plate. 1,000 damage with 2 shots up. 30B is having a bad day. Very nice. Put another shell into the Yag here. We'll make the DPM work. Very nice. Give me some more of that damage. Yeah, wiggle for me, Yag. Yes, that's right. Nope, I'm not going to give you another shot here. Although the concern is the T-22 now. Okay, Type 68 really needs to do something about that Yag. Come on! Kill the Yag! Type! What are you doing? Type is just AFK. I'm just trying to debate these dudes right now. Okay, here's what we're gonna have to do. We'll just YOLO down. Screw you, T-22. I don't like you. Yep, and this tank is still too slow to escape from that. Type 68, hello? Oh, of course, he just goes AFK. Come on, guys. I made the Yag to 400 hit points. You could have at least killed him, but all of you guys are just sitting back here doing nothing. Ay. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately. I should have just taken the shot from the Yag in the end, I guess, and killed him. All right, let's jump back into 62A. There's no point running Calibers and Sylvia Mets because DPM is really the only selling point. Yeah, I would agree with that. Ooh, you know what we could do here? Now, with our increased mobility, we should be able to spot mid up, get that early farm, and then maybe just yeet on the flank. I don't think I'm going to commit heavy side, although it is tempting for a 62A, but let's do it. Even on the 907 T-22, I'll try it out. I would definitely have rammer on the 907 because this DPM's a little worse than the other Soviet meds. That's like for me a 100% thing you have to have. All right, nice early shot on one heavy tank. I'm sure I am spotted up here, so let's just aim a second shell in and pull back. Very nice indeed. You'll notice the strategy I used for that. I didn't pull forward. I backed up just outside of this VK's range, and then I paused the moment he was about to pull in front of my reticle to shoot him. That way his odds of shooting me there were extraordinarily slim, or at least the odds of him penning me there. That's a little tip I'd recommend if you are going to... Excuse me, I'm 103. If you are going to poke while spotted there, on tanks that are crossing through that ditch there, is do what I did there. You can always rewind and watch, but it's definitely a lot more effective to do that than other things. Oh, man. A wild scent has appeared out of nowhere. All right, let's get one shell into the wild scent here. Very nice indeed. Centurion, give me that thick boutte. Oh my goodness, we're on fire now. Very unlucky. There we go. Let's put another shell into this man's here. The wild scent is being rather aggressive indeed, so I don't think he's going to have too much fun pairing over here. 30 Proto won't be able to do much to me either. He's just going to sit there. But dude, your scent's going to die. And then what are you going to do once your scent's dead? You're just going to keep sitting there all game and expect nothing to happen, my dude? All right. WZ's a bit distracted. I'll help our M103 kill the scent, and then we'll deal with the WZ afterwards. One shell into this dude. Oi. What is my luck here? There we go. Very nice M103. Put another shell into this man's here. MX-30's being a little bit over-aggressive. Let's put another shell into him. Good stuff. I'm sure he'll want to kill our homie over here in M103. Looks like our M103 is going to make it quite easy for him. Another shell into our dude here. Very nice indeed. He's going to overextend to shoot them 103. Another shot. Max roll. I mean, goodness. 62A's gun is working very fine and dandy. So 2,300 damage dealt so far. Looks like the WZ is still isolated in the mid here. Not looking at me quite yet, so let's put one quick shot into him. He's AFK. So let's go help kill the waffle first before a bat chat goes down here. Because it's a close game, we need to make sure we focus the dangerous targets, like Le Waffenträger. Le Waffenträger. Okay, well, the game's no longer close, so let's farm damage, because we are greedy for the damage. Very nice. I was wondering why that WZ wasn't doing anything about us. Turns out he was AFK. It all makes sense now. I love the 62A. This thing feels so good now. This thing feels so good. Hey guys. Thank you, TJ. $4,500. I dig it. So, how did our last 140 game go? 3k damage exactly. Could have been worse. And we did win. Let's go. Type did 0. Or 1 shot. I guess he had bad internet connection. What? 70% win rate? Is this a reroll account? Either this is like a super good noob, or it's a... No, it has to be. There's no way. He's playing ratings. This has to be a reroll account. Yeah, 9 ace tankers, 3 colos. He's playing ratings, I think. That would make sense, because he doesn't have 400 pub battles, you can see. Very cool. Yeah, well, it's kind of weird when people reroll just to play the... What was it called again? rating battles and stuff like that to get like a ton of games and grind out tech trees just so they can sweat it out in tier 10 and 9. How's it day? Bonjour, Fatness. Hey, how's it going? All right, 315 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Do appreciate it. All right, 62A, Oasis Palms, the enemy team have an STB, a Progetto, a Vickers, T-54 E1. Pretty solid lineup versus me, an Obj.140, and a 54. But we do have an E3 coming with, so I'm not super worried here. We're going to be pretty aggressive towards the entrance of dunes. Try and crossfire them out before they commit to corner, hopefully. If we can prevent them from committing to corner, then we pretty much win the game. Assuming they don't send 7 tanks to the side. But... if they manage to get to the corner safely, then we got problems to deal with. All right, 1 shot to the Vickers here. Oh, we get tracked. That's unfortunate. The Progetto's definitely going to pen at least 1 shot into me. I'm going to keep backing up from the Progetto. Unfortunately, Progetto hits 2 shots. My allies apparently are nowhere to be found. If you guys want to provide any support in any year now, that'd be really appreciated. I just want another shot to this dude. Oh my gosh. I sometimes forget that the 62A has a very tall hull. So we've lost a lot of hit points here. 140 is already dead. Wow. Pretty magnificent. All right, here's what we're going to have to do here. That Progetto... Actually, Progetto can't push corner because we have a ton of dudes there. All right, we're chilling. The 140 is making a break for it, too. I mean, the STB, it's... Oh! Bruh, on the move. He didn't even aim that. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed. All right, let's aim another shot at this E75. STB and Vickers are probably just going to straight up YOLO for me here. So let's try and back up to a safe position before that happens, but I doubt I'll be able to get here in time. 3. 60 TP, save me, buddy. I believe in you, 60 TP. That's right. All right, STB fired once. He has about an 8-second reload. I'm safe for now. I'll just sit back here. E3 can hold that side, or 60 TP will have to stay alive. My 2 allies in town aren't really doing a ton, considering it's like 2-on-1. I mean, the enemy team don't really have much here. This Progetto is just waiting for me to peek here, isn't he? If the Progetto's even distracted for a second, we'll take advantage of that, make him a 1-shot. Very nice. We're gonna even pop the adrenaline here. If he tries to YOLO into me, we'll have to reload on him. So, STB, is he coming for me? Not quite. Not quite. E3 goes down there, unfortunately. Put 1 shot to this man's. See if the Progetto does anything about it. I'm probably gonna go down here to this dude. Team AMX50B, 50 TP. You guys want to help out instead of sitting in town and doing nothing? I don't know what our E3 did there. He kind of sat there and died. Our 60 TP did his best. I kind of got wrecked off the bat, unfortunately. I mean, the 62 does have a pretty big haul. I mean, so yeah, I did get pinned quite a few times there. I just thought the 140 and the 54 E1 would be like right behind me. So I wasn't expecting them to all YOLO there and get away with it for free. $350 likes, can we get 350? Ooh, I don't know, can we? Oh well, it happens. I wouldn't have taken so much damage there if the Vickers hadn't tracked me. I don't know how he tracks me from perfectly forward and somehow deals damage there to the tracks. That's a bit wonky, but typical 140 player nowadays. Mez does 0, 54 does 1. Ooh, very nice team. Very, very nice team. Yikers. Effective snipers. Very effective snipers. If they'd come with us, we would have been fine. But they were sitting in town, sadly. Let's go for the Panther Vickers. What tank are you referring to? Prague is OP. Nah, Prague is definitely not OP. It's a good tank, but it's nowhere near OP. Especially in this current meta. That tank is so slow compared to its competitors. Alright, here's what we're going to do. They have double 183s. The only haul down tanks they have, the only one I have to worry about is the Type 71. The 62A I can probably deal with in a 1v1. The TVP is probably not going to be too much of an issue, so let's pull up and see if we can do anything about these dudes here. Now, fortunately, the one that I was most worried about dealing with just so happens to be the one that's headed this way. Let's put a quick shell into his hatch at least to start the game off with, so not too bad there. Let's aim another shell into his hatch. Unfortunately, that one does miss, but I don't think... Is this dude running the gun depression equipment? It's kind of hard to tell on Type 71 players. All right, another shot towards the hatch. Not quite able to hit that one either. Oh, but we got a Chad Badger here. We don't have to worry too much. So, the only concern... We know where the 268 is, but the only main concern is where are those 183s at, right? Because if they just pull through into the mid there, they can mega crossfire this side out. I don't want to let that happen. There's a Wild Chieftain, so let's put a quick shot into the Chieftain Mark 6 here. Very nice indeed. Chieftain seems a little bit distracted, but now he's just going to sit there and stare at me, expecting me to poke him again. I'm just going to act like I'm backing out so he loses concentration. Yoinks. Get brained on. The art of baiting. The art of baiting players. Oh, yoink, another shot. Very nice indeed. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Oh, nice 62A. You're tracked as well. I'm just going to aim for track shots on these dudes because... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Someone's out of a track. Someone's out of a repair kit there. Oh, that type saved you. You should be thankful to him, T-62A. Mr. Type 71 prevented you from getting perma-tracked there for like all of your hit points. All right. So I guess we've worked this corner pretty well. 183s are finally starting to shoot our Badger. One of them is in our spawn somehow. Let's put a quick shot towards him. Well, that's definitely unexpected, but I think we can deal with them. All right. So one of them hit our Badger, so one of them's in the front. This one, I think, flanked by himself. Apparently, my allies are still going to let all these dudes just pull through and shoot at me, but oh well. And we will now prepare ourselves to deal with Monsieur 183 here. He's trying to run away. Let's put a quick shell behind him. Very nice indeed. He is trying to traverse here, but we will be hauled down, so we don't have to worry too much about this dude. Yoink around the corner. And we can deal with this dude pretty easily. Now, if my teammates are not careful here, we could end up dying, so let's be careful not to get nuked by this 183. Even 20 hit points could make a difference here. So let's put a quick kill shot into him. Oh! Get in that ricochet. Very nice indeed. And I think I will return to the middle. Now, I think the 183, not 100% sure where he was sniping our Badger from, but I'm going to assume he's somewhere back there. He could be on the inside a little more, so I should be careful of him all the same. But I'm going to assume he's over by those broken piles. Enemy 62 is in the open. Let's put a quick shot into him. Very nice indeed. 268 is starting to back up a little bit too much. Let's put a quick snapshot into him. There's the Type 71. We are currently safe for the time being. Boop, 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 boop. Let's aim a shot into this 268. He misses. Very nice. Pop that adrenaline. We can easily pick up a kill here on this dude. Nice. Get another ricochet. I mean, the 62A just feels so flexible. A 140 would never be able to hold a position like this. It wouldn't have the gun depression for starters, or the armor to get these really essential ricochets. All right, let's aim a shell into the back of their Type. Nice. Oh, that's where their 183 is located. How interesting. Okay. Well, can't say I'm super surprised. Nice. Very nice indeed. All right, this 183 is pre-aiming for me. Here's what we can do. Since my man is being so patient. I mean, look at this patience. It takes a real gamer to be that patient. We just go past him. Oh, no. Please don't hesh me. You don't hit those. You don't hit those. You don't hit those. You don't hit those. Firstly, you don't have the gun depression. He doesn't hit those. Let's go. Easy claps. This man's just probably mad. Give me that farm, boy. Heck yeah. Loving the 62A right now. Another shell into this man's. You having fun over here, buddy? Yeah, what's tracking in place as well. Even better. PogChamp. Almost 6,000 damage dealt. I'll take it. Very nice. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Oof. Got an ace? Probably. Very, very spicy indeed. What are my averages in this tank so far? Oh, my average career average damage went up a point. 3451, 1,300 games. Now, I bought the 62A back when I had 5 degrees of gun depression. We'll go in the 140 again, I guess. But that should bring my average back up to 4K in the 62A. Let's see. This is such a boring way to check stats. 68% win rate for 19 games, 4,130 average damage in the T-62A. Now, I would say I'm probably not playing the Obj.140 as well as I could be. That is definitely true, even though I still have an 80% win rate in it today. I'm sure there are definitely a lot better plays I could be making in the Obj.140. But I still think I just prefer the flexibility of the 62A overall. It deserves 140 as F tier now. Yes, I agree. I agree, TJ. I agree. 140 isn't a light tank or isn't a medium, and it fails at being effective at both. Ha. Alrighty. A wild Progetto has appeared. Hello. Let's put a quick shot into you. And I'm just kidding, by the way, MJ, because I know you love the 140, so I was just saying that to trigger you. Okay. Oh, nice T95. Very nice indeed. Let's see. Waffle, T95. Their IS-8's being a bit aggressive down the mid here. I don't think he has shots on me just yet. Let's think about this. Do we know where their 268 is at? T95 is being aggressive, so let's put a quick shot to him. Very cool indeed. There's the IS-8 being a little aggro as well. Let's aim a quick shot to him. Pull back and... wow. That's a bit unlucky. He barely hits my hole there. Okay. We still don't know where the 268 is, but our Foch is full sending it, so kudos to the Foch there. Yeah, dude's definitely going to go down. 907's hull down. I'm just trying to figure out where that 268 or T95 could be. Okay, not here. Oh, okay, there's the 50B and there's the 268. Okay. I get a better picture of how this game is going. I'll help our Foch kill the 50B, and we'll avoid the 268 for the time being. So, 50B is where on earth is he? Wow, I wasn't expecting that play from the 50B, but okay. 50B being quite aggro on D. Let's put a quick shot to this 268 here. 268 shouldn't have shots on me if I hug left fast enough. Nice, let's get safe. Nice max roll HE on this dude. The mobility is working quite well to my advantage here. This dude's dead. Wow, those fire reaction skills are impressive indeed. Put a kill shot into this man's. I guess we YOLO back in for damage on the rest of this game, so not shabby. Alrighty. Progetto is in the mid. I think we could just send it on the Progetto, to be honest. Although it looks like he's sending it anyway, so yoink, one shot. Oh, okay. I totally did not shoot that one in time. Alright. Waffle. Boom. Pick up a quick kill on this man's here. Progetto is giving me that easy farm, so I'll put a quick shot on him. T95 is just big chilling here. We managed to debate him because, well, poor T95 is having a bad day. Let's try the traverse in the open here. Let's track him again. Very nice. Don't think he has any more repair kits, so, gun depression. Nice. Alright, well, not a bad game in the Obj.140. Not too shabby. 140 speed is kind of nice, though. No, I agree. Like I said, the 140 is still a very good tank. Just compared to what I liked about the old 140, it's just not what I vibe with as much compared to the 62A, which I think the 62A kind of replaced what the 140 used to be, just with slightly worse accuracy and a little bit more armor gun depression. At least on the turret and stuff like that. Nice. 17 games in the 140, 19 in the T-62A. So I'll play the 62A for 20. That'll probably be the last game of the stream tonight. And then we'll play 3 more games in the Obj.140. Well, 2 more after this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, fast going for a kill shot. Never would I see the day. TJ, get out of here. This is preposterous. What are you talking about? Gotta fix that WN7. WN7 is a worthless stat. They're both super unit gum. WN7, WN8. Still super uni. No frets. Okay. They have a Vickers and a tier 9 Patton. I guess I can spot the crossing. I should be able to roughly spot the Vickers at the same time after I got his view range nerfed, if he headed this way. Odds are, though, their team's probably all headed towards AB, so I'm gonna go, wow, a wild Vickers is indeed over here. Did not expect that. of course, since the Vickers has better turret armor than me, big brain Vickers, big brain 268 as well, getting just tracked over and over and over here in the open because he wanted to tunnel, and now he's perma-tracked, and now his day is miserable. His day is big miserable. Yes. How's it going, sir? You should have put back, good sir. You shouldn't. Mistakes were made in 268. Mistakes were made. All right, put another shell to this man's here. All right. Well, we got a combo S4005. You know what that means? No spall liner. He actually has a spall liner. I'm impressed. Okay. What on earth do you think you're doing, little guy? That's right. Die. He still hits me there. No. I would have thought a combo S4005 would not be running a spall liner. Oh my gosh, I got a ricochet. What an impressive feat. Vickers, are you serious right now, buddy? Are you serious? Nice driving, buddy. Where are you going? Where are you going? You were going to the Borg. That's where you're going, buddy. Okay, well, Vickers kind of messed up there a little bit. Mans wasn't thinking too clearly when he was driving, trying to shoot me there. Oh, man. All right, WZ's pulling forward. Put one quick shell on Mans over here. Very chillin'. Someone capped. I'm gonna have to pull back from here. Pull back. Faster. Faster. Reverse speed. Whee! There we go. We're chilling now. All right, WZ shouldn't be paying attention. One heat shell. Okay, well, very, very fine and dandy indeed. All right. Put one more shell to this dude's lower plate. Very nice. I don't think this WZ has the gun handling to be a threat to me here. Nice. 60 TP, however. Mans is just full sending it. You can tell. You can smell it in the air. He's like, I must kill the 140. I'm like, no, you mustn't. My 140 is a very pretty tank and does not deserve to be killed. Look at these beautiful PBR textures. Why would you waste your time on my tank here? What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? I hope this is worth your time. Oh, get baited! What am I watching? What am I watching? What on earth am I watching? He has no MRAC either. 1-2-1, don't block me. 1-2-1, don't block me. Thanks, buddy. He has no MRAC. We don't have to worry about him. He has like a 20-second reload here, so just stop blocking my shots. I don't know what I'm watching anymore. Uh-oh. No, he got me! 1-2-1. How many times are you gonna bounce off his side? I don't know what just happened. 1-2-1 though. Oh, he repaired his ammo rack. That's why he reloaded faster than I expected there. Oh no, 1-2-1's gonna die to the Yag. We lost. I don't know what that game was though, but not very. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. Not gonna lie. It was kind of funny. I should have died to the 60 CP there. I didn't think. Yeah. Kind of a shame the 1-2-1 was actually blocking so many shots there. Because we actually would have been able, if he just pulled back, we could have just DPM'd that dude by ourselves pretty easily. Just go. You got 1,035 hit points. He's a 2-shot. You have caps. You got this 1-2-1. I believe in you. Just pen 2 shots. Just do it. This throw. Try to sell your kill shot. Dude, once the 60 TP fired, though, he should have continued to, like, get in the way there. That was the thing. Because I was trying to track the 60 TP, but he kept pulling in front. All right. Oh, you got this. Easy. Easy claps, my dude. Good job, 1-2-1. I had faith. How did the enemy 60 TP? Yeah. I'm still going to give 1-2-1 a fist bump, because at least he clutched up in the end. That was a really funny game. I just don't know how many shots he ricocheted on that 60 TP, because I felt like I did most of the farming there. Please, gotta hear those noises again. No. Do it yourself. Good job, 1-2-1. At least he clutched up in the end. Interesting game. Interesting game. I am getting like mega aggressive, but it kind of worked out, I guess. I probably shouldn't be playing the 140 so aggressively. That was not very intelligent play, but well. Clip it so that TJ has material for tonight. Material to do what precisely? Would you care to explain? Why are you running? Why are you running? Yes. 340 likes. Cheers, guys. Let's reach that 350 like mark. I think we can make it happen. Who knows? All right. Progetto, Patton, Vickers, triple tank destroyers, and a single heavy tank. Well, if that's the case, definitely there is no way I am committing to the med side. As a matter of fact, we might be able to pull the ultimate sneak play through town, but let's let's spot up a little bit first. I think I'm going to go into C-cap first. I have enough mobility where I can pull this play off. Patton's headed this way. Well, that was unexpected. But is anyone going C? I don't want to get isolated over here by myself and then get bombed by a bunch of TDs. So let's think about this here a second. Patton is in B, kind of. He's not going to be too big of a threat. I'm sure they have a bunch of tank destroyers back in their spawn that will be super annoying to deal with. Oh, here's a wild 183. Come here. Okay, we hit those. Very nice. 183 is a little bit low in hit points now. M4 in the ditch. The Jaegeru might be entrance of town or probably back in their spawn. Now, it looks like the 183 is getting a little aggro again here. So let's put another shell into him. I'd like to see. Pop that adrenaline. Maybe we can get another shell into him. Nice. 183 is just having a very miserable time right now. Pulling the big brain flank actually is kind of working to my benefit for the time being. That one I think went in as well. M4 currently doesn't have shots on me. Jaeger is over here. Patton is Butte on, so I just put one shell into Patton. Now, Patton has good view range. He'll probably spawn me up from there. Oh, that's fine. He's Drax. He'll pick up a nice kill on him. Good stuff. All right. Well, that's not too shabby, to be fair. And let's see if this grill or M4 want to pull forward on me. Not quite. Okay, which way's the 183 looking? If I were the 183, I'd probably just be pre-aiming myself right now. So let's think. I think we can outspot the 183 from here. One shell, very nice. 1,700 damage dealt. He does spot me up, unfortunately, but there's a grill as well. So let's pull back from here. 183 is pulling down. Okay. So far, not a bad game. 183 having a very miserable time, obviously. Getting just brained on and outspotted like 24/7. It's a very cool experience for him. That was the Vicar shooting heat at me. I should be unspotted now, but do I want to poke a 183 staring at me? Of course not. Let's go brain on their M4. I have a Yag for support if that M4 tries to yell at me anyways. M4 a bit distracted. Boom, one quick shot to Mr. M4 here. And we can maybe try and bait that haul. Put another shot to the M4 here. He gets Jaegeru'd on. Very uncouth for him. Another shot to his lower plate. All right, we'll pull forward a little bit. I feel like I'm playing more of a T100 LT in this tank, but without the like insane mobility and profile. Like this tank still feels uber thick. Ooh, that was a good shot. Also, T100 LP's gun well, it was when it had DPM was better because it had the premium AP, and premium APs is cracked. All right, so who's gonna be my next victim? All right, let's put a quick kill shot into the Yag. Now, I don't know 100% where Mr. Progetto is, but we can know that 183 is down here somewhere. Hello, good set. Oh, everyone's one shots. I don't really care. I guess not too shabby of a game. I'll take the dub, and hopefully the 1 hit point. This is like the 3rd time this stream I've seen a tank on 1 hit point. Very nice. 5 kills, about 3,500 average. Oh, 3.9k damage. Not bad. Pulling the big flank actually worked well. We need 24-hour stream at maybe 450k sub special. We'll try 10 hours if I reach 30,000 subs before August 20th, because it's when my next semester starts up, and obviously once I'm spending like 10-hour days on campus every day, I won't have enough time to stream as much as I would want. TJ, when collab with Fantasy again was one of my favorite streams. Ah, yeah, TJ, come on out and visit me. We'll do another dual collab. Now I have 2 microphones too, so it's even better. So we won't have to share a microphone because that just didn't sound great. Okay. Let's see. All right. Those mice are decent players. At least their clans are decently respectable. So I'm going to spot up the cross thing, the mid. Let's see if we can find out where their team's going as quickly as possible here. Ooh. STB. Ooh, nice snapshot into that STB there. Okay. The 1-2-1 also crossed to the corner a little bit. Let's see if we can put some shells into the side of his turret here. Boom. Nice. It's always good when the gun works well and you hit those Pepega snapshots on a tank. Oh, 2 in a row. 1-2-1's life sucks. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. We already know their mice are probably, very, very likely pushing through that side there, right? I mean, that's the best spot for them to push through. He has to be sitting back. I assume the 4005 is sniping in the back as well. Now, I got spotted there by, I believe, the 1-2-1, and we got shot by the 4005. Okay, that's cool. Honestly, I don't really know what spotted me there. I didn't think the 1-2 was backed up enough to even spot me. But let's see. Well, we'll just pre-aim for the 1-2-1. Hopefully we have enough gun depression at this angle. It appears we indeed do. Boom. One more shell to Mr. 1-2-1. Mr. 1-2-1, if we can take him out, that'll benefit my team greatly. So let's pick up a quick kill on him. Oh, I think it was a 5A that actually hit me. How bizarre. Okay. The mice are still unspotted, so I assume they're soon going to be in our spawn. But I guess for now, if they're not, that's fine by me. We'll pick up a quick kill on the chieftain, but he big brain debates me there. Very cool. Where... JKRNR, where on earth are their mice at? I'm so confused. Where are their mice at? I am so confused. Are they boosting or something? Surely they would have pushed a flank by now, right? Hey, thanks for the unicorn, Pasco chocolate. Can anyone tell me where on earth their 2 full HP mice have been for like 3 minutes almost? Please, I am curious. Where are the mice at? Wait, both team has 2 mice? Oh, we have Pincer and Melon. I didn't even realize. Our mice went corner. But where did their mice go? Their mice are spawn sniping? Are they serious? Oh my goodness. I have lost all faith in German super heavy players. What? They're both spawn sniping. Yeah, my faith in German super heavy players has never been great, but to see JKR and R spawn sniping and mice is truly something that is quite extraordinary, isn't it? Wow. Well, if that's the case, I can just start pushing in on this 5A probably, and 4005. 5A's getting a little aggressive himself, so let's put a quick track shot into this man. It's very nice indeed. Wait for him to maybe get a little distracted here. Put another track shot into him. We need to kill this dude off anyways, so he's perma-tracked. The mice are still sitting in Narnia, which is adorable. Narnia Mouse 1 is spotted. Narnia Mouse 2 is spotted. 4005. Hopefully we can kill him off in just a second here with a nice high explosive shell. A little bit of a low roll, but oh well. No, he hits me twice there. Okay. Concept. Can you do anything about this? It's Pepega 4005. STB is looking my way as well. The mice still haven't moved, which is really adorable. Alright, here's the STB. Boom. Quick shot to him. Nice. Alright, well, that's that game over with, isn't it? Yo, nice pro players over here. What is going on? I don't even know what on earth is happening anymore in this world. Can someone explain? These are pro players. Please, please, I need help explaining. You may try, but you will not kill me. You slow mercy poos. You slow mercy poos. Die! Die! You bring shame on your families! You bring shame on your families. Man, just running the cyber spring camouflage. Is this just a joke? This has to be a joke at this point. I can't even believe quote-unquote professional players would think double spot sniping and double mice is a good idea. Alright, we have 20 games in the Obj.140, 3,500 average, 85% win rate. The damage is way less than I'd want it to be. Win rate's actually pretty solid, so shout out to the 140 for the win rate. Let's get 20 games into the T-62A as well. What feature moment? His models have to be moving. No other explanation. How much do you pay them? This is secret information. It must not be shared with the public. Okay. Mel Esports best. Is it Mel and MJ's clan? Right? They're part of your actor team. Don't pretend like you didn't know what would happen. I was confused, dude. You even heard me saying, I'm like, these mice are probably gonna push through behind us, so I don't want to sit in the mid too long at the start and stuff like that. Like, I was so wrong. But once they weren't spotted for like 2.5 minutes, I knew something was up. Oh, it's a wild Bachatian. How cute. Okay, well, he spots me up here, which is adorable, and well, he's gonna do what all Bachatians do nowadays. YOLO! I have like Pepega clip. I just YOLO and die. This is a really good idea. Oh, excellent. Hello darkness, my friend. These teams are so unique, interesting, big brain, you name it. These players will deliver in a multitude of ways you would never expect. Oh, not quite able to snap that. Oh well. So yeah, interesting. I don't want triple cap because then we won't get any damage because we'll cap out too fast. So I'll definitely farm up through the mid while I can. Do love me some 62A action. So let's take advantage of the 62A and all of its glorious beauty. One shot into this dude's tracks and he's having a really bad day. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Okay. IS-4 has already been done nuked as well. I suppose I could be a little more aggressive here. Start farming him out. Alright. Oh, we're spotted. I didn't really think he was going to spot me up there, but go figure. Alright, Wild Leo. We'll just farm the Leo out. And Leo spawn sniping. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the teams right now, but they're very interesting indeed. I will give them credit for interestingness. Alright, one more shot to this dude. Oh man, I don't know why though. The 62's gun just feels like it works really well. Well, never compliment a gun unless you want it to troll you. That is my rule of thumb. But then that one hits without even aiming, full on the move, max dispersion. That's adorable. Okay, so we have this WZ and this Badger who's definitely looking. Aww, you annoying Badger, you. Okay. What hit me then? Was it a WZ? Oh, I thought it was the Badger because it was like 400 damage that hit me, but I guess it was the WZ there. Alrighty. Yoink. Nope, that's been unfortunate. 23 though. 23 is in the open for the time being. Just put a quick shot to him there. Very nice indeed. Alrighty. I should be safe from the Badger here. There's the 183 to pop another shell into him. Good stuff. We are still Badger safe. Alrighty. Oh, he hits that on the move. Of course he does. On the move. Sure. Sure. His RNG really do be like that sometimes. Okay, we are free to run away from here. WZ shouldn't be able to hit me. I think. Very nice. Okay. Did I get spotted for that? Please tell me I wasn't. Okay. Which way should I back out? To this side of the building, probably, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, please protect me. Please protect me, Clock. Yes! Okay, we're safe. Whew. Close one. Get me CO to 183 here. Come on, poke me. I know you want to. Not quite, though. We're still Badger safe. Let's go, boys. We still got the Badger safety. The badge of Badger safety. Oh, that rhymes well. Alright. Wild Badger spotted pulling forward. Quick shot at him. 310. Very nice. Badger still pulling forward here, so let's pop another one towards him maybe if we can. Come on, yo, just stay alive, buddy. I believe in you. Nice. Another one to the Badger here. Badger really can't push forward without getting nuked here. This is perfect for me. We got double caps as well. Very cool. What an interesting game this was. Wasn't really expecting it to be all this interesting. But you never know. Teams can always surprise you, right? Okay. Where would that 183 have gone? He did go up top. Perfect timing. Okay, so the Badger's got to go for B. That's a given. Boom, one shell. But is it enough? He's not going for B. We're gonna cap out. We are gonna cap out. Oh, no. What a sweaty game. But it worked out, you know? It worked out. Way closer than it should have been. Got 4.7k. First class, second class. Okay. And I'll take it. I'll take it. So, how do we end our session off? We played 20 games in each tank. Now, do I have any fun replays? What do I have M60 replays for? Faust and Fort Despair, and I have no clue why. Let's see. What are we averaging in these tanks? Yeah. Okay, Blitz stars, we get it. You use cookies. Okay. So, T-62A, 20 games, 70% win rate, 4,160 average. Obj.140, 20 games, 85% win rate, 3,560 average damage. 140 should have been about 3,700 or so if I didn't pull a potato, like a complete idiot. But statistically, both tanks actually did perform well. And as a matter of fact, I have an even higher win rate in the 140. Although I would say that was kind of just a lucky draw of teams more than anything, because the 62A is, generally speaking, a more reliable tank when it comes to winning, at least from my experience with it over like 30 games previously. But not too bad, right? Both tanks are good in their own sense. So in the end, when you decide which of these vehicles you should choose, it really does come down to your personal preference. People like MJ are going to think that the Obj.140 is an S tier vehicle. It suits his playstyle. He loves everything about it. He's going to do really good in it. Even though I'm plugging along probably 30 day in this tank, maybe 3,800 or so in the 140, and about closer to 4K in that 62A. As for me, my personal playstyle was just a little bit more into the versatility of the 62A. You know, it's still really fast now, but of course, 7 degrees of gun depressions and turret armor is really helpful. It allows you to hold positions and use gun depression, stuff like that. And so I tend to prefer the 62A, but there are many reasons why a lot of you guys will also prefer the 140. So thank you so much to everyone for dropping by today's Big Brain stream. Now you can see the fatness stash in all of its glory. It's still growing out. So hey, do appreciate the likes, and we almost got to 400. Not quite, but who knows? We will eventually by tonight. And also the donations. Thank you to everyone for those monster donations. And to the mods, we got CJ and TJ. Thanks for dropping by. You haven't modded in a while. Jack, good to see you as well, and good to see you, Sponge. Everyone else who dropped by, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. And I will be back. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow. We'll see. I might decide to do something fun like the Sheridan or some other tank that was adjusted in update 9.1. I mean, I have 52 tanks to choose from, so we'll figure it out tomorrow. But hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Not 100%. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling and stuff like that. But before we end today's stream, we will show you some Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Bobby, say hello to the camera. Bobby's like, meh. There you go. There you go. For all of y'all who are patient for your Bobby action, here it is. She has been sleeping on the desk this entire time, like an absolute sweetheart. Hey, Bobby, come here. Come say hello to the audience. Come on, come say hello to the audience, you sweet kitty. She's like, you disturbed me, human. How could you disturb me? Yes, you're a good girl. That's right. You're a very good girl. There you go. So there you go. I think we had all the check marks. I believe we aced the 140 and the 62A. Maybe not. We got some decent high damage games in both, and we got some Bobby action. So, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great night.